We are on our poa. Na Niamadi de Yera Mami. Dini Abu Dhabi. Filioma Benjamin Akioko Jenfi. Kukuvas. Ewo Filioma na fe Habib Awal Mohammed. And so ewo Filioma ne the special one. The Yebe Remnia Usere Niama. Esi eti luta ni andi ne me jama mano na me de mako. Akwa kuramo amano ne. Bibi e kanjuma di no. Ebe yode. Weni aji mwa abafo bi adaroma. Genjamin Dental Clinic. Sansona. Millennium Constructions. And also Echino as that been quite farmer Gifted Icon Season 2, the Street Crown Edition in the media. Yene aba baze and a Royal Edge. My castle be kwama running quadia. And the Royal Edge for any also and fat concofa bibia. In obe wina or the tia ababa the sumrese no ya brena ye diomon come binas executive producer T Bread ebo ni chidomam sia okwa. Aki Ola Erafi Jr. Ere read the voice in a jack manager or dandine kama pe bois. Ma nyama koye pe timi ede ema oni adia. Be for bibia boko de.
Wahwe yi say Yakopon hwe ya onzo ahwe ya to ase. Bibia e kama.
Emfa me so za kaska. Emfa me so za kaska.
Obani are.
I don't know what if I was.
That mama di kan chena. I said, "Nemia me here be cratching." My name family was Zakiska. And my name family was Zakiska. But it's the yesterday games in everything there. I say, have you called Fasha? See who's there? Jamal Musiela. Confirm is as a Yakoye and Sufati the Libio.
No, Musiela the Munya time Kakraman and Sansa Ebeba.
Kwabi kakra na nru ani abebo yere de o aso uni confidence no kra no
esuru kakra definitely
oba na okoba na okwa
come out of it
psychologically onye okay
it will take time
ko say the we see na play oni ball per Michael Lisi.
I agree with you
mahu say cause one thing time as well
dollar about all of their league do polo ere baba kwaku akwani ni pop do
cause one thing time
amabo ne yakono makes football so lovely, very easily to
the
watch.
way was I skinny no football now how is if I man and the numbers in so yeah okay
Nigeria technical advices in the world.
I don't know.
Is a world approaching the base years ago.
Yeah, of course, people are paid to do job by us or more. Oh yeah, run say and share them more about so but it be ejuma.
Someone is too good.
It be ejuma. Listen the bobo. Listen.
My porn ya kona bi.
Bobo but we are seeing na nyone ni bobo.
Oh, base for now the SC there. We are seeing na player me hwe na manage pa bi be Michael Lisi. No no jo mo pon ball no.
Na yo ya.
Na ye me ya.
O he o kan sa dia.
Ya mo ka ballon do asem na mo fa no bro.
Yeah.
About World Cup no. Abi be we want say next 2 years Lisi be ball Real Madrid.
Next year kro betimi abo man.
World Cup no.
Samay wadwe sam beton.
World Cup ni sisi mi so say adwuma akọ we be ba be ye no. Abi ba kwa no board ya akọ no. What say? Omane Koku, Omane simple.
He's a top.
When the Okatratchim, when the Okatratchim, may no by Adi.
Oh, but you also no nyafo bianco join Chelsea. Also check it from the youthful age now. No what that players na ye wa kwa am pe oni bi ye wa kwa oni yi e be cheers nyina.
Yes, they bring us
ono ne time na Chelsea for the man call by no mkofa ko pa man ho.
No, omo yes enko moto no. And me so no na agree on our terms. No extend it with Palace. The following season
no
visit company be far na call.
Na Chelsea for the replacing.
Omo the far Kopama.
Okay, the omo replacing no so nya bad there
but we are there change be.
Ejawo.
O titi na pedachi en ko for England left team fan be kase mo wadachi.
Our football near there.
It's
I think that he's doing well. But don't mean Casa and Chelsea for no.
Say. Now that offer Chelsea Academy nimbi.
Whatever they
Abi oya Chelsea Academy boys ni bia. Ebia.
Yeah, Olisi.
Whatever Kopama offer Chelsea for no. Omo okay.
Omo okay. Omo ko okay that way.
Whatever he's offered.
Yeah na maten.
What's our GD?
Why?
Oh, GD.
Bejo ID.
and no England near Messina.
Now, already, I gave you the Ozero Bano Base. Now, Tiago Pitachi, the Boba Tranche, I bet I coach you, Tranche.
So I
was all Bana Basis, that the choke was static. Engineer will crew my hair.
Oh, yeah, you are.
You would be ever called the but when you have a body, I didn't come. That be the other over Madrid.
Kokweni over.
But who still who's in over? Because I Germany or when you so light to go now, you don't have just
no, Makataso no buying for the show.
Players will move through light hours.
Champions League grandpapas ne de omo under it omo me mu wi
ben twem ye mo
you tie live na free mo
na catch it.
The tie will never be decided the first leg
there second leg no bibia wa yenkobo bibia wa yenkonkobo
ba ha for no musuru kra since e bo nka o man wi ni
it's going to be a game
you
that
don't dare Real Madrid.
Amano no wait me at the go next 4 years and I'm not doubting
40 at 44 wait me at the no say omo mu gina tutu America ko no kra twem 40 Ronaldo so twem 40
you see
just it's possible.
Manono had a good game yesterday.
Yeah.
But yesterday was a night that Bibia were keep perfect in his favor.
Sana
of course. We've seen Manono ya back Benabawa. Why mistakes are leading to go.
But I think
I
think that been last time mistakes in all year. And I will rectify Niama. Because no ya in the post lose another confidence no. I was wrong. Vinicius fair short to be now. Oyi no. Bobby no be please ne. And no say unia dia she goalkeepers be o Benabel or the real mo pa.
Unto open the body na or be ne dia so the far side. But no I move one step. Keeper be or a world class goalkeeper be a when you movement that no when you two step back over ball.
But man is a tall.
Is
a tall goalkeeper.
Unia so to say why Berman in some.
Last time he
was him.
I mean obi am you need din comot so we meeting one on one. Say me need gina okra na ha me pija me tika kra na me dey.
Oh koko Berman.
Amano ya dey so you say ne saba ku say ro.
Ne unza ne nsam odru. Ene ma sabo keeper ne nsam nyi
saves now.
Ball the can inside bia e betimi aye.
And we know that military ball. O PC ball be do e fa no so dey ba sa ball. Enye goalkeeper like Manono ya ne height na din so be so ball no twitwi.
One thing that a man for notice here about Manono ya no. One we aka say the goal dan enye fair because ono no dey obe dive ya kofa no. Oba be gino no afa ne sem. Sa ball now can say goalkeeper bia be mana ye say a difficult save. But that is Manono ya for you.
Wow, but ever bana mono erum kama peria man. I'm down for Dayo Pamecano dear. Ben cannot say be ball. Hey, Pamecano dear. Ben cannot say be. Hey, madam for Dayo Pamecano. Original Tantadi. Tazim Ranyam Kwana Yen. But I'm happy board the Bias, a refugee Koku. Eco review adena dia agro red card.
Of course. Na baby outi one and outi.
Pamecano.
And Pamecano. Some now so a top. Top.
The top ni
wa. Can you see everything? Top ni wa. Top ni be why I say.
All right, ya bobo de la ya ko amanone aba. Ya ba pe na fe bia for na baba be to so dia mama adwen che de bra 0207543637. Ya hweda ye nine ho the champions ya koba ya penafi ye rum na manone nsem ba ko na se bienu na me chama ni ha na me amasoma bomode aboso tentempa ere amatu gina ready ma ya na ho ya ba ya pe na ye kwa mama. Some of my poor Bobby Mary Barge, my dear Kessie, and also Tetel Yako. Yeromo ewo amanone na enyimamo makobakora yerko yenimere serenema esi etienas mame Bayern Munich on my rival no ewo Germany after senra omuramo Santiago Bernabeu ebomode yerko kokudi nkunim no edi ojoani awzampa Vison company and ani onene nkwada no after senra rin no eramu kama pere momo no bibia koye kama so no etimiere club no amame inform Michael Olise na time share supporters na onyomo ebo modi signing autographs awdona otumuza ampa oye one player ne Bayern for no age no atumom jiri sampa ne juma no oye ne niama na odi era no ade eboa maniama daye pa etimi edi ema team na munkomo no ye di era na hyehyera da di pa etimi ra mana ezemra Harry Kane go back kwa obo de enyaye no e no do ani echema ope UEFA Champions League all-time top scorers na wababa be ram ewo the top 10 nima ano eden party unya UEFA Champions League all-time top scorers no the to so about the Cristiano Ronaldo 140 goals, Leo Messi edio 129, Robert Lewandowski etos miensa 109, Karim Benzema toso 90, na Raul Gonzalez etosunum yede 71, Cristiano Kylian Mbappe 69, and afi Erling Haaland etosun 57. Thomas Muller watch 57, Ruud van Nistelrooy 56, and a Harry Kane. And waba ababi sign Mo Salah one. Onon sono ewo 51 ebo ma bibia ekoyi kama pe timi erema namra a big matches eko so eni mun komono nas mami saves na dey yeso ogudiri say ye top saves goalkeepers no ebo body timi e tu join na ha muze nei manono ya ne de no e ya de wuma no edimpa we ye Jude Bellingham ne fa ball ne sa European ma Mbappe o boy ape na Neuer abomode a save situation na omudiri na a top saver na no edi papa once again ba consona ne no esan ewramu a eno so no eye ne Vinicius eno boy obomode a otimi esevu da situation na ni nyina mo na ebo ma bibia ekoyi kama pa so no etimi edi emomo a yede munsem no ewram na ntoto no abda petimi ramanti no a eno yede ultimate no nkomode eba be rama no eden pa but as in ra orwani chemu ewo Portugal Alvalade Stadium honanra team reform Sporting Club de Portugal and Arsenal de Buena Bana we na Arsenal akoshe kaba kwa Sporting CP entimi antena after the game no Victor Gyökeres na sidi Kenya picture ne mawa aboza brantie no ye bomodin etimi ejeji ni teammate dodo na Jesus odiri so a former player de momo ono omo na esi akan na ne wanya akwenya baba be roma awoso bomodin ne omo exchange Jesus ekoko enkai du meboa mane makoye permanra after the game no obomodin ani urwani echiomo Alvalade Stadium otimi ejina wa na ne other fans na say ena na ne ma na esiete Eltiamoye Arsenal almost striker friend Victor Gyökeres na uzampa obomodin ada Sporting CP omo fans na season so diri say season and the review juma omode ball na support omode man no ejuma oboy na pushing aba be robe bo mane makoye pa etimi erma no na after say niama dida dia bibia eko kama no Santiago Bernabeu you say after the game Adagula and so bomodin ne Kim Min-jae no ebo ejuma de ma Bayern Munich no okoko jini JC go back ya no mo nyina esi akere ma Fenerbahce boboko no e wo taking part monto jiri ze ne okoko ramu na otimi bomodin nya ni JC ebeboa ma bibia akoye kama pere amanti Adagula na uzampa onena ma ne ma dadi so de ma no pay Liverpool players no so no etc Montin so e wo Paris na ezo mo nam kro ni mu ehwesere niam esi etie ni na nze Paris ekura mu efepa edi ojoine na ahwa uze Van Dijk no na wa hu Joe Gomez na wo mo makeka ka ho no ni na nze na wo so obutisi kromo ehwe ne kakrabo mantoto no eda ye pere mo na end of the game no ana pe perfect ana slot edi nkomo utie ne nkomo a wedi a ozo on is na match no ano be de ye papa izaze Paris Saint-Germain e players recall mo do breko no yade ano edin passe and a Liverpool coach no edin in common eche.
Is there a worry that another defeat like that could really ramp up the pressure on you?
I don't think as a manager you think about what can happen and if that ramps up the pressure towards me or towards anyone else. I think we are here because, and I think what is similar between City and Paris Saint-Germain, that for me, from open play, they're the most difficult teams to play against for different reasons. City with their enormous quality, similar like Paris Saint-Germain, by the way, but City is a bit maybe more structured, where Paris Saint-Germain is just like, yeah, I said today to the boys, almost a washing machine.
Until I'm lawyer, come up, the other two got on beside or did he say defeat to be a bar? Ebe ha dwia na no ze so na bebre e wo teams na me no intem Man City no o ra so mo no o team na so mo ni mo kakra PSG so no e ba ni mrika o mo be ko bia ano e din papa na Frankfurt enso e din komo o tie komo avet e atu ya eze o baba be ramo England no asase no struggle ezaze nyina e woni baya no fie Leverkusen ni juma na o bo e mo me se o be ramo England no asa now se na ne amate e ma no se e no so din komo no che.
When you joined Liverpool, it took you a bit of time to settle in, but then you got into some really good form. How much have you felt the pressure to perform, particularly with the big fee that you joined the club for?
Of course, I know that they paid a lot for me. I still think that I'm improving. Of course, it was a difficult start for me because I wanted to impact the team immediately, but I have to accept it. I'm now trying. I'm feeling very good now on a physical level. I'm feeling good.
LTL lawyer command Frankfurt abomodi eri atuja chezesi ano oyo okay wo England kakaka niama eko yerma ni nyina nkoma wadi out of game on Paris Saint-Germain eri bebo ni ene na yetete say Cody Gakpo etimi si akanti na kwara na ye Freddy Rio Ngo Moha ebeba ba be Roma Bujuma etimi edi ama Liverpool tieno ejezo no na prefer choice ani ana slot ejiri so de ne ba eba be Roma beboa na bibibi akoye kama pa soro etimi edi ama club na nas mami players ane ze card bia kokuroma next game no omuntimi embobi emfa ema afano no orwani chemu e Paris Saint-Germain omuasua players ane omunya yellow card omuntimi embobi emfa momo no Nuno Mendes and afi no Kivicha Kvaratskhelia omone players omudine from Liverpool no your Van Dijk and afi o Curtis Jones and a B etize Ryan Gravenberch enti omo and omudino erama yeren command remetimi rama PSG squad omori ababa betuja na omo hwese niam deda di obebo eri etia Liverpool no Hakimi Ashraf Berelado na afi so no your Marquinhos Zabani Kvaratskhelia and ayo Gonzalo Ramos Osman Dembele Desai Doué Vitinha Lee Kang-in Lucas Hernandez and afi Seni Mayoro and your Nuno Mendes Doro and your Chevalier be etize Zaire Emery na afi so no Safanov your Mbaye Pacho João Neves and Renato Marin omo ne players ane paying perfect Luis Enrique Martinez Garcia Lucho atonsa from Zomobra Emma Jamona Omomehena ne Yamboa na ne mankoye pa etimi fama club na munkomo no ye di eromo so kama pa etimi ara mi romo Barcelona na Lamine Yamal ekokrakra ni ti ho ni na ze ne big game no e was oye ni ti no kama pa no ba eba be gina mu bu edwuma etimi era ma Barca to join live on Fakye TV omuze Lamine Yamal no ena no krakra ni ti no na aboa ama ni amadeda ye pa etimi ede amomo a yere mu nkomo no eromu so no etimi ede ama kama pa na tutu na dadi ndi no chama no Barcelona number 10 no and omu ginidi omu rize juma na oba be de amomo nne no ena ebo amomo anya we no ahead of team from Atletico Madrid no more advance eromu ewo the semi-final stage no Lamine Yamal na uzampa and to chere koye pere ma but na for official video aba na yesi say netie or say the show begins na let the show begins ni video omori aba be Roma ahead of game omori Atletico Madrid be bon na enwumre no. That's way a video about Sona for the Baby Rama. Ano dear papa di na mo girize aboa na nyama de da yesoro etimi dia mo kama pa na so amame almost squad no na me almost squad no players ebere na ne omorama boejuma goalkeepers no Juan Garcia wo checheshini and afi yo coaching odo wani chemu defenders na Joao Cancelo, Alejandro Balde, Ronald Araujo, Paul Kubasi, Gerard Martin, and Jules Koundé, and Eric Garcia, Coites, and Afino, Quadana, Yefreni, Xavi Espat, Medforders, your Gabi, Pedri, Femi Lopez, Mark Casado, Danny Olmo, and Otomina attackers, Ferran Torres, Robert Lewandowski, Lami Yama, and Anio Rooney Badaji, and Nanchano, a B. Quancy Freaking Suyo Kucha, or Hena Wabwa Nanama de Yepa, a Timmy Eriamatim Jomo, and a Mantia Kwaku Jamabu Jumabwa, Manamaku Yepera, to area battle on my rival. Omo baba be ramu ewo hotela eni omo ko akwa kohwe na nhihye no adeda yepa etimi ede ama club no to join na hwa omo rival no ne da so far do na ekokobo chenku asia team na we fans na omo de momo de da na omo de ewra no etosu za pa omo jiri se nhihye hye ya bibia ekoye kama pa soro etimi era ama club no ntia na cheza no pay omo bo de activation na omo ye no na hwema akwada na ye fe ni Femi Lopez ekokonya cat kakra ewo ni ti ho na so ni nyina no yeze oba late to the hotel na so no 100% fita omugiri se nyuma obehwe na wajam na waboa na ne makoye pa etimi era ma Barcelona ntia sa pepe na si atia no edem para president ene ogina ma till 1 July one Laporta besa baba be gini seat no airplane pair Feni Rafa Just na wedi nkomo kakra ozi Lami Yama de omugodu no ehun hia sa brantie no mo hype ne ade ade ko adwuma oboere ma club ne ade a ano edi omugiri se yume no oboere na we deliver timiere amom ntie no enkoma pipa no ebo mo de tu jana Atletico Madrid president Enrique Cerezo who's a before no Oma beshia ya no mo kokotra bibi ekeka ma no kakra ono nso di tudwa zebi mo lenki Julian Alvarez to Barcelona and other teams no o se akwa no contract with team a ne from Atletico Madrid to ni bibi akọ omugiri so tra no aboa ama ne ma koyie pa etimi area mo nti UC ono mu nkomo no sa pepe ni se tie ma me for mo other news na ye ni nkomo kakra dia anra ene be confirm say former coach Edema Brescia Obojuma de Galatasaray Boboko no ejuma de Dinamo Bucharest esa bojuma etimi de Zenit St Petersburg obekaya za pempa ne ball modern a UEFA Super Cup ojibi de Galatasaray na beka Shakhtar Donetsk osanje UEFA Cup e de momoni no ye friend Messiah Lucescu na ene betodwa sa the age of 80 pempa na frimu na ne no mobo modern eye bibia kama pa join a uzampa na mu no no mommaso a omodi Ramizanzo a legend pa coaches is a top coach erofa bibi adoro na ekana sema omugiri se ni no epoa ma na makoyere ma na so no a Fofi Antoata at age 80 ena yese na komani ade akodi days kakra e hospital apimpa no nso etimi efimu ura mo Saudi Arabia report ne bobere wa se Xabi Hernandez yeze be Saudi for no e ofa ne zenka omra number 4 ejuma no na World Cup no on form nkonko ejuma ti am teacher say former Barcelona coach no I rejected that offer no ze ontimi ne omomba mama me ejuma no ye nkomado wani chimo Saudi a ebobere ba no edin papa na ejina Saudi wa no team a ye former Adot omo fans no ezi nei omo eye nhihye bi na weekend omo ne Al Nassr Boboko na debebo ani na yezi ebo game na edu 7th minute omeshe Cristiano Ronaldo animonyam nyina nso omugiri se Ronaldo ene player ne waba beboa ma Saudi Kingdom no alefti akwa kodusi omo football no aye de padiaze game team from Adot omo fans no esu omo hosti Al Nassr na yebo game no ewramu 7th minute de obetia ni Cristiano na eze bi mo ka Cristiano Ronaldo na eze dede sa omo de support ni zazo omo giri zo ba no waboa amanema akoye kama pa so no etimi ere amo mo ankomo no yedi ramo etimi ramanas mami Inter Miami omo train ne kakra na yere Leo Messi na eze the greatest of all time eze ohesuru sije board danda no na tumiza akwa no too much Inter Miami no oko USA yebo soccer or yebo football yebo soccer di Leo no na uzampa oni ni teammate no omo ebo ejuma ebo ama tutere koye pa etimi era man ye Ramo Spain kakra Fabio Ramo Valdebebas ene madu training no mo ye no ani gisema ba players na yesi mienu pe na ntimi an join the squad no. That's goalkeeper Feno Kutoa and Rodrigo Goes. Felon Mendy Ababak. Emezo video na bo se Felon Mendy Mendy no unze report na bo de ba ze no ade na Alvaro Carreras de emze Mendy wa kolisi kra who game no so ntino ene wa Babaka no Ojana sa no pay no joining group no and omo full train now we're ready for game Madrid ni Girona bebo nyambo Friday na nena otwe UEFA Champions League no obesia baba be jama boa amane ma koye pa etimi edi ama na says yes bibia edi the season 2026-2027 when JC Barcelona for ebe share etimi edi ABOU adwuma onya no de to so etimi edi mawa yezi likely say no ni JC Barca for no ebe share no mo de aye adwuma na aboa amane ma koye pa etimi edi ABOU mo nkomo no ye di erom kama so etimi ramana ne ana so ama me Antoine Griezmann na ene 8 April 2026 na Griezmann de ebza ne hat-trick record we na no edin pa ni na ze Antoine Griezmann ne manan no emu mako miensa omu nyina di omu birthday on the 8th April tie do say ya na nkofo akai na de di kan no ye won 8th April ya de aye den kakra but ze ne ani gisema ba ere bibia koye pa etimi ere mana on ze isco and I shall say communicate 1 month match eko etimi ere man tie awards me no no mo de age represent the amano no say na dey see here.
Wow, well done, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, it's my first time to win this trophy. Thank you for the fan club. Let's go to win next game. Thank you.
And you know, Senegal, omo Ringa, your friend Ismail Sa, now the name Wapo Modi. Abo double ha nieme ko ye petiment no Crystal Palace player of the month match eko ereman goal of the month match esanko etimi ereman no edempa ili kakra ye titi se Luciano Spalletti yeze enche ne contract no obe extend no e de ama Juventus bo konti no kra cheze so mo an confirm ni nyambo ochina on be confirm ni Friday ni na so person mo confirm the contract extension no ansa na nyambo mo game mo ne Atlanta ebe one weekend we no yabo etimi de fiora abo ama bibia akoye da mo goalkeeper Feni Di Gregorio no yezi ne se offer bia ba na modua juwe for no e consider se bia ombeja na kwan na wako akwa ma boedwuma etimi ra ma team bia omujiri so omode offer beba emu edu ye papa Ramo Germany according to media report no ene striker na ye Feni se hu grass no report re che say itia bobuku no asha se ne no edidi di nkomo who's after Karim Benzema ni departure no ye share na huze ne etia afo na share akọ fast strike bia okeja pa na ezo obo transika komuni no obujiri se Guinea ni ba ni goals no obo erema Dortmund no obo de ba eba be ro mebe boa ma bibia akoyi kama so no etimi ede amom ntia no ye nkomo akra ba aba be ro ma no ede a ye de erom so no etimi ere ama bibire ma kakra na ye na ye nto aso a Aliou Cisse a confirm say ne djumoba eba be de ma the Libyan national team no akwedi apem nyaade so betimi ato aso nzo obaye no obo 10 games every ni no ebo mode draw mako enum me patro we ni miensa no draw mako num na ntwodie no enso eyemienu nei ocheza akọ etimi area apem a be ma ba be bi na so no wamba ama me ni nyina ntie no enkomo aba ba betudwa former Senegal omo coach no HSL Libya djuma no ono ana be na so wejamu etimi area to e de won se no enso edan Victor Wanyama na eye Kenya ni obo ejuma etimi area ma Saranti ye ejuma de ma Tottenham Hotspur na life after Zor retire from football no onu edidi di nkomo na say na Victor Wanyama apomodi acheche ni sini match.
Lucky to be able to manage my knee injury for about 6 years and finish like this. I have no regrets.
Victor, what is the plan for you now? Because I know you're in Nairobi at the moment, but I know you love being in the UK. You loved your time in Glasgow. You loved your time at Southampton. You definitely loved your time in London. What is the plan for going forward?
I've been doing a bit of coaching. I'm now on my UEFA license, so hopefully I will finish that and then I can get some experience at club level coaching.
Well, Etia no ye command Victor Wanyama apomodere to ya after saying kotudwe na eha no ni atia na football no de ko ere epemi no si no kofi no dear boy and saying coach to general to me managing year papa not the life after football or the no realm in coaching na coaching no ene wa bomb and UEFA pro licenses no why ye tie ebe so back to club football say the Chrome Kenya akwa ye djuma no be ba ko miru bi na aboa amane ma ko ye pa na akom na nka se tekwa na atutwa ho wayama akwa we pa enya pa no so obeyere wa na no adion but mre ni nka so oye den a obisane di Victor wayama no a echeche ni sema no edin ye papa na dia Congo qualify a World Cup no for the first time in 52 years oboko akwa ko bo djuma na nema adadi impera but as a group no bo ni group K omo might be to say Portugal Uzbekistan, Africa, Colombia, and Roberto Martinez. Abomabaso say nay or more abomode enya qualification for the first time in so many years or more. Ababa be man or say dia Congo de onimomo pa. Is as a time no bo ejumere ma Belgium no or to South player be near friend Joris Kayembe. Ere offer no wanya kwanya nto aso abojuma fama Belgium man no bojuma edema dia Congo na we dia Congo so a omo nkofo bebra omo si akerema Belgium man nto omo ye national team a odimomo ye papa say na Portugal omo coach e Roberto Martinez e bom de tuja
selecionador da Bélgica há muitas duplas nacionalidades ou jogadores que tiveram na formação na Bélgica mas conseguem jogar pelo Congo, jogador Kayembe, eu di a estrela com a seleção belga e agora joga com o Congo, então conheço bem os jogadores, fiquei...
Altia no ye commande no na chesepe pana bomode area to jazampa onim sa man ni ye papa de momobwa kwase mezanzo check ya ebi ze Romelu Lukaku ena akwara bi na efe unitary man no ena fi impenzamo ne omo makika kaka no dodo na eyi kungufo a over sere ne mesi kwa na chese omo enimyama ni suye papa ti nei ojiri zo ne omo one group no obobo ma ba so ma qualify omo ba be ramabo no ebe tough opponent pa area mo from Portugal ne era ne ma did dia CAF U17 Afcon ebe koso ewo oman ya friend Morocco ebe sha se 13th me na akọ akwakura the 2nd June ya bomb mo de draw no etimi ehhehye so du group no your Morocco host nation Tunisia and afi Egypt no maya ye from Ethiopia omo na ram group no your Cote d'Ivoire Cameroon Uganda and afi dia Congo na group C no your Mali Angola Tanzania and Mozambique in a group D no your Senegal South Africa Algeria na afi Ghana e dey ye need die chie papa yere se bibia adidama nema ebe ko kama pa na tutu no akoye so etimira ma CAF president so no Dr. Patrice Motsepe enzo arrive wo Dakar ebzo the video no to so na o hwa unsampa na arrive no bara waba no Luther Dika to wo de acho sensema e call so ma na ye Senegal omo trophy ni di fi omo nsem no ena wo se ni oba ba be ram na nkoma hodo na no omba be di na eboama bibia ekoyi etimiere ma Senegal man no enju jone na ahwa unsampa Dr. Patrice Motsepe ena na Senegalese Football Federation president ye friend Abdoulaye Fa no etimi eshia omo edidi di nkoma no chenze yesremo monje ade nintum na bibia mo de ade na kwakura no ha adwen kakra na nkofo kaze na ono wase we ya wo ba be ka che Senegal for no de wo ana nka ye Senegalese Football Federation president ka beji area tuma na nanso ni nam no eni Dr. Patrice Motsepe arrival ewo Dakar oba no ne Senegal official so no ababa be di nkomo ne ahwe ahu bibia ye de niema no to a ebeboa na ntutu no akoyi kama pa soro etimi edi abomo January dental clinic doc semenka nyamfa Josebra na obeboa na ntutu na akoyi pe etimi era mana se na nkomo no esi etie yeso how ewo waduma ewo so ba titu wo sene ho ezanso pe quality dentist eno ane gentleman dental clinic doc ejuma no ye no ya de ano eden examination and consultation no ekoso afimuni nyina wo akonya sampre no makoma mi no bekona yahwe wonum ni ahwe na yaboa root canal treatment do mu seno ana na wonya ha bi ewo hono ma opomode roma wo masho mehwe na yapomode na yetimi etimi edi amao se ne tokro bi na aba betom huhia se ebomode asese na yebe fili de hu be nya se betu no obe no aye tibi da scaling and polishing wadidi ama nema bi akeka kan sinimo ese wo sene kala ese ase wo se no ni na akọ ebe ni ayi after no aka che doc se ne ma clean bibia polish de amame a mombo mi teeth white ni bo zo se na yefita na ayesi wi mu no na mo a na fe wo se o de cheches a wo se no ba kusia ensaso ama ha adwen kakra aye bebribe o wanuma your medicated braces are yerebebo acha bosome miensa de romo ne nan so no na ose no asa so kama pa akwa koshima yebetima ma na yi apie kese so a yebetima pia etimi area hyemu medicated braces a yerebebo sene na atu na peso replace na yebre your temporary one after your permanent one no ho na peso su no gold na silver gentleman dental clinic doc the man in common ye dini ozo no ba na so na usika 700 din kra obeboa na wahwe na waboa na wogya na so izaze nipa ye giden wa asasi so eno so echi no wo nkwa wo ade nyina ntino kakra bi a obia no wo de hyase na ohwewa na ohotowa na de aka no waba aba bitwe de aso so wenu nya ne bibia agese gentleman dental clinic ti doc de ejuma no bo no ya de a ano ediye papa Ghana o bebibia na Kumase no pomo a the branches series are Baba be Mirubako, Ewa Brepo Junction, Total Energy Filling Station, Abansubo, a Chope, and a new one, or one Chomo at Tunsu High School Junction, Wako, Na Yambo, Nanema, ended the year pen farmer. Now money is 0559 139582 0559 139582 na 0549 906588 0549 906588 niamwa na bibibi anko ye pen fama amano ne nkomo tutu wonsa no juma yeru romo United Arab Emirates a royal age for any this age madi no ni na so mo juma no ya de a free ye papa ya jo mo tum Ghana ha omukra certificate awdo na ye hwe na ya bo ana ne makoye peda ma no so echi no omo any companies awdo na wa amano ne edin sawoso a ye bo ana wani so adi hu no etimi abam ni na ze amano ne adwuma ye no kwa sika no bocho bebi a obeda zen ne de obedi kwa abefa so akwa adwuma o yare a company na energy penetimi ahwe ni na royal age o madaroma endu your ba na be ma na o ye cleaner ene o ye warehouse worker mo amu use bikes e de delivery works no be abu edi amamo e wojuwe yi era fi eba the security adwuma na onim na niso ero so abu factory workers no ohiam na de tie ne se orenhihye aguna kwoma ene opeso oyi adwuma o ship ma me de na ma nitu ya afre na ne omunni nkomo ye roba fantitiem ezanzo wo akonya se mmea no e mako nan ye roba ko na ogoyi adwuma no wo kakra na wa tranship no fi wa ko ha akwa koto aso na wafia no akwa koto aso de tienze baby ti so Australia baby etize North America Canada and afia America wankasa Bahamas and Panama ho nyina no ye bomodin a ship no edi a trenches areze e kobasa di no obezo nyantete fam kokoye adwuma na aizo ne royal age pay for e bomodin di nkomo e no so ekini yesi apai area man ko fododo na ombezo mu ye adwuma wo Europe amama we so baby ti se Kazakhstan Azerbaijan, Turkey, and then some boaji shinging visas no Edman Kofaldo no peso moko ekokwe business Saudona Asia so no yesi Japanese working visa and the visa we nya royal age aneje no ya dia edi but omono age a ease Edman Kofokra and a Chinese working a business visas no ye re edema tutu mu amoko China kokofa ne amakoko yejuma no ombre ne abo royal age opomo a Marshall's University College Opsi Groenland Hotel ewo Odoko Accra. Our number is 0256 450 602 0256 450 602 na 0244 759 260 0244 759 260 na 0256 302 796 0256 302 796 na yamwa na nyamanko yepa entimi emfa emma gifted icon orem ofie na uninyonto a entotonyo mungu masu momonda be showcase talent no na yemboa na eyumpie na omo ba made in edition no enuano media daroma enofa bibia say yebo mudianie ni nyina na ye gifted icon to where die da so no a gifted icon season 2 the street crown edition edime bacho fanwura mu na bra be showcase talent no na mboa na nyamanko yepa emfa mantuni kasa hai de ka raps no na uninyonto singina Odiana so be pick your form so no Fakye TV premises are your bantama yene bantama praise be asori kese no ND anywhere antibra na be pick your form so no we chichi so 0550 772113 0550 772113 gifted icon season 2 the street is watching the crown is waiting the street crown edition no and no millennium construction yeda ma say yema momo pia fu money yo izanze mojuma mu yo okrodua ma no ama ne obi adu obi asika dibiem ni nyina ze se Millennium Constructions e wo ho a de enti ana do sike kwa akofo busuani bi so ze o pasase o peso si fie mfama obedi sika no ba Millennium Constructions e bomodem any simple cry still ya tete niam so ni na ze bosumi we no so na Easter bosumi no ntia no so de ma wa enjoy o sha say enjoy from December no yewura mo January na New Year February no mo say adofo da March na Ghana month yewura mo April no ye say Easter tejejirema ko si se be kwere apem e zo betete niam so sa akra ma ye koko ramu me ano zo beka se ye UEFA Champions League final month ntia no so no ye chemade ye kodwun e World Cup man no so no ye chemade unya ne bibia this Millennium Construction o passase ato Ghana ha bibia half plot quarter plot full plot oberena omo edi wuduma etimi edi amamo kama pa na ye tell us after no person omo a ejina mu no omo hwe esi edi mawa eye simple cra exam so mo dance on niam bia ye be ne ayeri amamo mo into real estate development no mon contact omo mo ne omo nye ejuma mo nsa no ejuma e frɛ no omo nso no e ha ye papa omo busumi nsia enan enum no omo wie omo mafia bosome no wotwe nkono no omo wie etimi eri amantu wo ejuma bi ze no pezo bi nsi dan emfama ode a contact omo fie ne e dada obezo renovate ya de no omo he etimi eye nwo ejuma kama pa kuma se bo hyen na Yas Junction no na benya Millennium Construction so mana ma no 0244 274084 0244274084 Millennium Constructions, we build your dream. Ramniam wow. Na niamande da ye print me emfa ema store. Me guso eje wadrin channel on the WhatsApp line 0207543637. And baba be ram of Facebook Fakye TV on Facebook or join here wa. O di ane se weja comment no mebara mababa be kenkan area mana Fakye TV GH on YouTube on so no obetime ram na wa bomode enjoy na aboa. Ama niama koyera ama champion Emmanuel o say ATM. Mauze Wasu Adams, I'm enjoying the show live inside for you, Krombono East. Wasu Adams, AK Foreign News, former student of Tichima Jakon Community Day, SHSW. Please send my greetings to Makango of Fabia FM. Batona win by 3 goals to 1 against ATM. And on the Konsuko Krom, the Ghana's Ian Kongwa. Greetings to Boss inside KK. A champion Emmanuel, the image bineba, Ebabe Ramo, and I'm on the Nyame Jinae Nana Kwame. Ozi thank you Africa a champion Emmanuel live mo jino deba e baby ram e wa ha no no ze kai askra e better and I'm on the Mosme Glory Man United and on also Edi Erabeji fancy sewa watch you live as usual each side in fancy sewa Sporting FC will eliminate Arsenal next weekend and Barcelona win over 5.5. Greeting to MC Achma Mwabijasa Honorable Wisdom Oseboama and on day etwa so kama pa etimi edi emawa yedi run first 2 stage in Liverpool today will lose again and no yedi baby Ramana say I'm watching nana Mijirize bi aboko there and a champions ATM is running into a legit game and sources 3-1 correct score. I know you're doing about a baby ramu ewo hanom and a diono said biaga. Good afternoon, lovely guys. Watch you live from Akima Safo. Maybe it's all say, I was good afternoon, the American from Kumasi, Olise and Diaz are the best ringers and are players in the world. Now the Liverpool will shock the world by beating PSG. You never walk alone, no bomb day, a sign Eddie Etwa. So Eddie also Diano bet me aba Merena Makin Kaina Abuana Shishano. Adida ye kama pa so etimi edi amamo ne adia mauze dodo na adia no Ebenezer repent ne di other also good even DIABY today but to now trash Aretico made by 3 goals margin. Watch you live from Nkran Kwanta hold no so ne di eba baby ramu ewo hanom kama pa ye hwe na ya kenkan etimi edi amamo ze on my WhatsApp line no dodo na so no etimi ewramo na ma boating Barcelona free Barcelona win by 3 goals to 0. No, the 5 emojis no ewramo kama pay to by Johnson Yeboah. ABOU is always praying for Arsenal to lose. What a hate. They also baby ramu ewo ha no menko na on your WhatsApp line no mehwe na menkin kan kakra ne yanku enim. Good afternoon DIABY. American from Kumasi, Luis Diaz and Olise. They are the best wingers currently, but today Liverpool shocked the world. The other Ebi Ram, greetings to you and your fantastic crew. May God bless you for the good work done. Barcelona is going to defeat Atletico Madrid massively tonight. ɛno yɛ de dabas ne de ɔde fi asante mampɔn benin deba ɛba bewura mu ɛwɔ hanom no we zo ne de no say my Liverpool guys will do wonders tonight. Biaga Akima Safo Fakye Sport keep the fire burning. This Kofi Poison watch you live from Osino. Happy belated birthday to Akwesi Afresika inside Osino. Visca Basano Etwas. Good afternoon, Abu. Yesterday I told you Madrid will not survive in the hands of Bayern Munich, and it will be straight win for Bayern. If not Bayern didn't take their chances for, it could have been 4 or 5 goals. But I hope the work will be easy for them next week by beating Madrid 3 or 4 goals. I'm happy Madrid didn't win. Like by now, you will hear the fans, Hala Madrid. Champions League is Madrid. Madrid is Champions League. The night of Champions League at the Bernabeu is hellfire. When it comes to Champions League, Madrid is university. Blah, 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 blah. This is Aruna from Asaman Kese. Need you be run on. You people keep writing Bayern off. And when they win 2, you don't give them credit. Madrid can't win in Allianz Arena. You're the Baby Rano. Abu, yesterday I predicted that Bayern could defeat Madrid by 2 goals to 0. And it happened today. Barca will win by 3 goals to 1. Message from Owusu Lampard. Say we are signing so. Extend my greetings to Adomako and Kofi Boga. Hello, Fakye TV. I'm Calvin. Watch you live from Ahafumim. And my team Bayern will win and qualify. Tell us and ABOU to create supporting their various team and support Bayern. You're the Epe and on a good afternoon, Fakye Sport. Thanks for the good work always. Madrid lose doesn't pain me like Arsenal win. If Arsenal win this UEFA Champions League, Chelsea is dead, boss. Atletico Madrid will put smile on our faces tonight. Yesterday, I tried to stack ABOU's career score for 2-1 for Madrid, but it's over 10. We will try again today. Father Briscoe, Brikuma Mangwa, saying it's my birthday as well. Tell us and ABOU to wish me well. I'm very sure why. Fantastic good afternoon, Abu. Barcelona all the way. Come new a ground of no disappointment. We are going to fight till the last restore. We know Atletico is a stubborn team, but we are going to show them that we are Barcelona. By champion Chinchinga Kwiku from Kwanta South at Oti region or the ABOU Montine Dos. Remember, Mababe Kenning Nana, the champions, na Madame Omrape, na Minima Bia for Baba Betras. Yabba is here by a pay, na yet was a mama. Kwabo bi mere ba dwuma die kese ya so yakọ na yeto aso na yeni nkomo kama pa na bibibia and the year pay for moment to UEFA Champions League and the bossy na awose egum kofo bibia bossy ya uhwema na utimu njibi da ya na rehuye papa o beze e kazem ze Arsenal for no match je also mo no mo njibi is there the teams there we top ones and Arsenal na 8 team on the Champions League na for
only Atletico Madrid.
Dion. Na Atletico Madrid abo final mienu. And Arsenal so abo bako. Dion. No beji bi da de.
Beji bi da.
Wajibi bi so avili ze.
Oui. That Madrid dem kwa na team e Champions League twisoloku.
Se wo de.
Je dey be cry fans because ya je fans na wu abre. On say statue bi na isi ayi mo kan say Sebales was there. As we become in answer to the castle. Castle. I mean, well, I don't know, drive our Champions League to the Barcelona.
Barcelona put our head in the Arsenal.
That's all we count. Mamma, quick birthday, Bina. yehwena yenkoye ni adia di ju ma me picture na mahwera ma comedy so a special birthday nkwemfama general manager de ma Shalom Radio Mr. Abed Kwabradiawo odoboas communication team member de Mabrikum Chelsea abianze painful we na krikri ma for mo krabre ma me do level so bossu do na afa ne bogadiawo bi diawo boss nyame hia pa ma wo tenten na de wo pe bia no emra mu kama pa last time TNS ya ponkoyi nyame mbo na ompija na sanjina na so na omma ahoden asika nkwatintin wo na bibia nko izo boss special birthday nko entimi emfa emma na mama me the next one no na ma komanda bi we ma nko echi mama next one na ma we nko echi that is we there a huge tax so happy birthday ko emfa Abib ene verse mamu ni pa Father Briscoe Amangwa Father Briscoe Briscoe no they she feel like from the one be seen there gaba ku krenu Briscoe too
and wishing a special happy birthday I mean you can sing
Father Briscoe Chichi ni Briscoe after amon time na me mamu Briscoe na me ni party na nyini timi ni ne wasem na me woka kwagu
obia
ni party na nyini timi ono wasem ka
and obeying the the eba so na afia na
no ni secret am
o de ko wani mo
so the big one no na Abib oko Nyama Soy Church of the Lord Brotherhood the spiritual head found his eminence primate SK Adolfo and then I went 90 years
wow
now they be catch us the Nyama Soy Pope ni 90 solid years
wow
say Church of the Lord Brotherhood babeto ono panyimpo dano and Abib be ameke panyimpa wo ne bo punupuna wani kra bonanim say ya ishira ubi nyano tini ho eden pa
90 nyame shira odin chinache
and Church of the Lord Brotherhood asafo mano from fadano so kokurama baby a union so no asorin paying for Brotherhood for aye wo Ghana nyina kabum every happy birthday papa onkwaso nyame shira papa na yezi nyambo on the 10th May 2026 and at age 19 on the Thanksgiving service in the Bekoso. And the Bekoso on one temple did the brother with the headquarters. SK Adolfo was South Central. Mamencha Pastor is also 10th May. Na baby, yes, I was here. Or Papa at 90 no. And ya the Keto Accra. I mean the junior Accra na family. Me boni dinner was in pijama. But junior no, and I mean say picture na no be shoot on family. Emma mean pay respect and fama my spiritual leader. So his eminence, happy birthday ko and fama papa. Na nyamin shira papa ko di ne ambo nakwa. Ti Pastor Ike ne omo makani nyina no. Ye chia mo pa. Special.
Wawu
yako.
Okay, chia for me gidi say nyame adom obi ahoye na ye me ho akwaba. Junior ne Winky anabewa PhD and Roma make us about 3 minutes na na wetimi adi abelene kosia ya chene society
combination beno
ntimi ndi say bia
have abeli
you so don't friend abeli was no ene kosia ya chi
no abeli na egum yo ba we dia ba
ntina be say abeli was no di Susan de ne friend ene kosia ya chi ene society
combination man
so say then I offer cabinet as a side we say combination better no winky combination amaka akire no PhD aduane we dia wi awi no
aduane odi ebini
we say
aduane odi ebini
we say aduane odi ebini ade ono the TV ai ba ko dey say your mop of your friend say you got any plantain chips.
Me see the combination.
I just would do we know odi boom.
The combination.
We plantain chips na no atwe.
Enyo was ni akoma.
Kogo nya. Oka company no. Azo oye soja penyini pa ba.
But ama
association.
Otimi hye no ho so when it comes.
You be so mo de onim so mo mba no ya na. Obey discipline.
Ba mo kan je na didi ende enye. So say ne abelene
na you got plantain chips you see so say.
But no dey come
You go the plantations. Where did be that?
Eba combination that the cars we are. Now we bad here.
Where did be that?
What the cuckoo do that?
At the way nas.
Where cuckoo do
that?
Where nas the team no tea they I didn't say Indomie. Ade.
But say me hu ya me hwelo pa. The boss we so orange cherry and rat.
My students here cuckoo ne we. What a fear there.
Boss we so orange cherry and rat.
I don't know how much you.
Munyaska munina mwana mbreja musika dia. Yanko chacho from jidisi obi ahoye nyame nkai nyina ye ho na ompejo obi ama bibia anye fine. Chairman, ye ni nkomo Endra was a night of UEFA Champions League. Ye nya a lot of interesting games ye share our Champions League. But chairman, and they say World Cup na kakra ye bubu ni mu ba no 64 days to go. Hey, now still amunya coach no. Mbaba coach da ben.
Oh, yeah, the be a bench crowd.
And I say, the Portugal for me and son.
The be a bench crowd.
Okay. Well, good job. 64 days to go. Lionel has scored in all 5 of his FIFA World Cup appearances for Brazil across 1934 and 1938 tournaments, scoring 8 goals at an average of 1 every 64 minutes. Until 64 minutes, we are not chairman enya goal back on Edema Nema Brazil. Until number 64 no. Signify in 64 minutes averagely. Nani nyina oshegu ewo mondial na senti optagu so countdown na my kakran ye pushiko na mondial no ye ben ho a enesa chairman ye ndi Champions League ne nkomo ye ba ye na o ye introduction na wudi nkomo. You made mention of the importance of having quality goalkeepers at this stage of the competition. Say Champions League no wetimi aja, not only Champions League, in every competition. Say your court tournament, not team be beat me win a tournament. Na kweku most at times ayana we defenders any goalkeepers are whatever tournament that's plays important role. Anything na obenya coaches akesia ombeka ache say strikers and as attackers win a game. But kweku defenders win tournament. Say your defenders win a tournament. When classifying defenders are goalkeepers a part of defenders. And then there is a Champions League. No by yard now. What the Bobby Suenia chronicle from days teams be AJJ Champions League. Share a Juma or mu goalkeepers. Aye Edia mom so castle mind. Now oh shemudia. Kwekwe difficult ubenya team bia or J Champions League and the goalkeeper and sadan yard. The goalkeeper and plays significant role our Champions League now or more edging. For Chelsea winning their first Champions League. At the point in time, the game was Peter Cech and Barcelona. Omone Bayern Munich at the point na Peter Cech and Bayern and a age man. Now one day on Babaji second one. Edward Mendy, Mr. Towerman. A Juma or year against Real Madrid, against Manchester City. So good goalkeepers win tournament for teams. And in Champions League, you need your goalkeepers to be at their best. Okay, I said the Entina, Liverpool cover Alisson Becker. They were down for the year in the finals. Maurice Karius. Omu who are say penom se chairman. You bet my investment in the Mohamed Salah ba ye the Sadio Mane ba ye the Virgil van Dijk ba obi ya ba name the other pole no na amwaya will not be successful. And TSS goalkeeper they brought in Alisson Becker and the end story in air the for Paris Saint-Germain won it with Kiki Donnarumma and the team bia obeya dia a goalkeeper need to be at his best. Real Madrid Thibaut Courtois the least said about him the better. Manchester City AG you who Juma Ederson Moraes Edebo now at Zambia your exception
he played
he was a good goalkeeper but onye bebre say other goalkeepers now but that Barcelona team that Barcelona team
I see Victor Valles being a top goalkeeper.
Oh there you see him top
still who is on
no. And yes, no, he was a good goalkeeper. But on Drew level be a goalkeepers be a Drew. But he came at the right time. A team now Ekuta Barcelona. I don't think when young Kofo Bromeka said that Barcelona team they could even win tournament with that coach. Now man for cancer and but you don't take the credit for Pep Guardiola and in the Juma or this Barcelona team no. I think that brothers and so none more than so and yes, ultimate financial to some of the great goalkeepers are in Edmond Bay. But on the day, and also when it matters, so Barcelona.
The first one, no.
Was it
two times say so. So I don't know that. Radio team.
Yeah.
So I don't know that.
But that team wasn't a bad team.
Team now
Barcelona Jigu yena rejuvenated no. Barca nation yena started free that time and I'm a boy.
Yeah, I agree. But
it wasn't a bad team.
That's a 2016 menu.
Menka say na but what I'm saying is that it wasn't a bad team. And maintain the credit.
They had a soft opponent. Or final.
Tournament.
And if it's a red card, and then and if you red card now, a deal. Yes, Layman deal. I don't move say mom yesterday. Every woman is Abasuna squad and names.
Look, but Koku, you can't take anything away from them. They were a stronger side. Team are waiting about competition. I will be a Kasifu, Makwa, Didi Koku. Yemfas are respecting them for Mom Chama. The moment you have midi goalkeepers and coming. We'll talk about Bayern any Madrid game near Can Manuel New and then come on. But say Arsenal for the Champions League at full year. Koku, Omu goalkeeper and their friend David Raya. He has a role to play for Arsenal. Say Ombeji Champions League now Omun team. Now in the annual game against Sporting CP, because of some attention in now Madrid ne Bayern game. No, a lot of people did not pay critical attention to Jumana Air Cost or Lisbon. How Mikel Arteta and Nkwadano were able to defy all odds to make sure say Sporting CP and so much will fear in Champions League this season, but Arsenal will go there and do the job. Wouldn't say there are so many people who didn't even know say Arsenal won the game. Yeah, but match later before people realize that Arsenal eventually got the 3 points from Portugal before the guy made incredible 5 saves and a boy keeping Arsenal in play until the 90+2 can have it Ebenya that winning goal now. So see as a didn't come in Champions League any come from 2003 2004 season Ebepem and now didn't goalkeepers are Omanya 500+ minutes in Champions League. Abako semua omomodin bo so ani in terms of omu save percentage rate o reference David Raya aba beto so mako 4 and so wo hwemu din na wa hwajuma omaya goalkeepers ni nyina obia modin bo so ani e de aboa the respective teams ama omako mani bagwaku ayreho se me wum ni say Arsenal for ne de na omu modin bo so omu ni dimension Champions League, you know. That's another thing. James Lehman 2005-2006 the points and then the near man has any save ratio puts him 100%. Chama when you but he was an incredible goalkeeper for Clubber. Your friend said Arsenal Miguel Moya in 14-15 season for Atletico Madrid 94.1%. Edward Mendy 2020-21 91.2%. You eventually won it for Chelsea. Now David Raya as it stands now 2025-2026 season or they call 90% in terms of the save success rate. Okuta Edma Club your friends Arsenal and I think that so Arsenal for Beko when him aya or competition then they will count on excellent deliveries. Any saves are already David Raya when they needed him the most, he will keep them in the game to make sure that the tie in the second leg comes to Arsenal's advantage. You know, Chairman, he was able to do an excellent job. I'm not so surprised here point Kai Havertz who got the goal ever post match or say na juma ne se no be free bench no aba boama club na konenim but on when you go na ye born na baso he thinks that credit ne kese na should go for Akwadana first the Raya because he kept Arsenal in the game until that moment. You need your goalkeepers to make sure they decide the results. And I think that Arsenal for be yard in the finals if eventually Arsenal even win the Champions League, he will play an instrumental role for club by the Arsenal. So they've done a good job. For me, now Endra, I didn't see how with a more recent performance and then the home results Ikuta Sporting CP in Champions League. Now Arsenal beat me Akuna results. But once again, Mikel Arteta defy us. And they say when the odds are against him, he has what it takes to make sure he conjure the magic for Arsenal. Say Umenya results. Arsenal, so it was a good game from them. They've won it, and we believe that in the second leg, they will be able to get the job done. Then semi-final stage, you have said whatever, and also bring it on board. Now, in the big game that I told you, Santiago Bernabeu, there were a lot of talking points game prior to the game. And we sat here, we talk about the Kylian Mbappe, Hurricane comparison, what they brings on board, the assist charter, Ikuta Olise, and then Vinicius Jr. There were a lot of talking points in the game. Two young managers are tried to create a niche for themselves in European football, investment company, and then ABOU for Real Madrid. And in terms of exposure, in terms of consistency, in terms of Ubia, award Nensa annual Juma Ewoni team so no not company Ebro reference ABOU, but ABOU Ewufie and recently how he's been able to manage some big teams, especially teams are managed by Pep and then Jose Mourinho, Diego Simeone, and Yadene. We gave them chance, said they will be able to go there and do something for themselves. But Bayern once again approve. We said they are one of the favorites this season, if not the favorite to win the Champions League. Or we are one of the favorites. As a matter of fact, the second favorite, we Arsenal still. Odasukuta unbeaten record in Europe this season. Bayern Munich the next team. Obaboni di Edia Council and watching the game. I am not so surprised that your poor match. Steven Gerrard TNT said or not the team Liverpool say Mo Salah he is recommending two players. Bayern team when say if they want better replacement for Mohamed Salah, it's either they go in for Olise and now say they re-get Omwankasa, former player in Luis Diaz back in the Liverpool shirt. These two players, this season, team no, both domestic competitions and then European football. And I think that say Uye team not what spotted these boys all cash in and as all cash out any amount of money at the acquire for any of these two players. I think that a good investment in Abaye. But the question is, will Bayern Munich allow any of these two players to leave Bayern at the end of the season? Because any idea Ube you so they are bragging to say you are using that to lure these players. Bayern for the same thing. Probably you only talk about Premier League, Abakase ABOU, a Liga, a more than, and I say more than Edison than Bundesliga. But don't forget, these are two players who omunyina abo Premier League name that. So I don't think that Premier League is something. Wait till media convention, if not monetary matters, say ABOU, Sikana you or Bayern, we are doubling that and now say yeah, more offer. Two Jews here ultimate and rejecter. I think that Bayern Munich the power to keep all these players aside that we've talked about goalkeepers. Now you didn't come on, you can't maneuver and ask them. The last time Bayern for no any results, Real Madrid was way back somewhere in 2012. He was the man in post. They won 2-1 and now Bayern for any fee. Some years down the line, from 2012, it's about 14 years, right? He is still the same man or saying the man. Although this time around, could pay more Madrid full fee, results. And I sat and I told you, say, Bayern for this idea how I'm going to say, anytime be against Real Madrid, no, they always play second leg, and they were about. At the same time, no players this time around, they are going there with almost every player fully fit. Again, first leg, so they have what it takes to go there, open up and do everything. Take the tie back to Omufi Alliance Arena and then decide it there. And then from minute 1 a referee you could see said referee service and company and them ranting. They came in the game to attack. They didn't want to leave any space for Real Madrid for they say operating MON-FRI and from the blast of the referee whistle. Company say he's somebody who keeps learning on the job. He's not just a manager, but Obama he improves. He learns from the way and until the coach Obama first have 45 minutes. That's why I'm there to still he will see the Onusuba, but on to improve an antidote to Adena company approve a point. He's a young coach, but in terms of in-depth knowledge in a Jumana Oyen, he's got that at his disposal. And then reference ABOU said, Chairman, we might be age mate. Who could remember the film but the Jumaya will experience the channel in terms of coaching or do you have to the smoothness level. But Chairman, born now you share, yes, little details. And a man buying for the winning match, they were not too good of a side than Real Madrid. They created decent chances, almost important chances in the game. But say a bomb match na goalkeeper 80 million 9 crucial saves every game no man. What does that tell you?
Tells you why age mapa.
It tells you that the opponent also am a good when he must.
But now me say after game no team call for. Era Bayern and Real Madrid for any more job.
It's never true. It's never true.
But now Madrid for the take your chance. I was almost share Bayern for no.
It's never true. Say Bayern Real Madrid job. Give or take. Bayern for no 2 or 3 clear-cut chances. No more saying. Give or take. Real Madrid also scored their chances. Give a bit my 5-4 in Madrid advantage.
Now you give a quabble. Or Vinicius.
That's what I'm saying. Would they give or take? Because show the Madrid for the situation, it could have been 5-4 in Madrid's advantage. You credit the old man on your screen, the 40-year-old goalkeeper. Kuku, no, you're not saying. So we bet my boy, buy and for na call many man. Forget of age. Goalkeepers need the almost say, almost grow to say, I don't know the sense of who. AC watching in an free now, holding a bomb, and then he came to say, or be making sure so we keep putting team Bayern. In the tie, irrespective of a Juma, Real Madrid for Nebayan, Obe Kipu in the tie. Koku for Michael Olisi. Yes, I send you can once him. Harry Kane. Go now, Kane, Eshayan. Koku, it takes Harry Kane and very few to score. Sabo name your chance. It wasn't. Maybe a square pass in a Bayern. Oh, he has over control ball. Oh, he has said, Oberton of Boasi. As a good striker, a potent striker who knows Nejuma Oye as a leading masked man for Bayern Munich. Kuku onim baby ojina and onim the technique and then the accuracy unyama ball na obitumenya go straight and then ball was behind the net. I think that individual players be any decided game no Edema Bayern Munich 1 Manuel Neuer, number 2 Olise, 3 Harry Kane, and then 4 to some extent Serge Gnabry, because our pass now ultimate in between about 3 or 4 Real Madrid players or Leo pass named Luis Diaz Edinya first goal. It takes somebody who have an eye for quality passes in a bit me allocated Luis Diaz at that position with me Ebalu born to my Bayern Enya amu first goal. For Vinicius Junior Chairman Endra, he was wasteful. He was wasteful. Games of this magnitude, Vinicius game. Kwendra, Chairman and Belgium. Born the other boy, but in terms of say on taking game to his own hands in decided results and for man the club Real Madrid, I think that Vinicius and Rana are lucky the potency out from that. Over to me Ediana results, but I'm afraid Kylian Mbappe no more sure so if fully fit.
No Mbappe there. And no they Harry Kane is in already the house and on your fit.
Yeah, for Kane they said before the game in like Rana
on Mbappe.
Mbappe born now or bonus and the chairman and then the fact that or carry fear factor. I am not worried for Real Madrid that much, but Misruma France for no. Misruma France for no.
Around so it is now below so Bonabas. I don't know so you coach. Or this will see tracked by Chino.
He unim said like the boy wants to do something for Real Madrid. Madrid players no more is here. He is in dire need of winning something. Because Vinicius was about season if you know one trophy at the end. He's won it all. Jude Bellingham, your boy, you know where you be and Jacob. He's won it all. Rodrigo, at the end. Even Adegule, at the end. But with Chairman, and then Rachel and Aluta, can't the amount of money or bar Madrid to say Madrid for spending. He's yet to win something monumental for the club. Are they actually saying now, Nini? And Umpo, Nancy injuries he will not be the same Kylian Mbappe the next 2-3 years. There is a chance of say obetimi ayesa, but when you look at it from the other side, so any injuries there is that fear factor. Inti na game any na kuma mu nyina no. At least if not for anything, onya Champions League now for ya probably next season. La Liga no be onim say ye dey obe win bi Madrid. E dey obe nya biaje. But Champions League no say tiako years and so much about to move winia kokuse moko so many years and I just say we know Edmoba semi-finals before eventually we free okoye Madrid won it. So how did it be say by this year say Madrid there because 6 years 7 years 8 years and so wait the Champions League now. He's not going to be at Real Madrid for 10 years.
Mapi Benani Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Enti Otanasia saa nneɛma nyinaa re eku ɛwɔ n'adwene mu. If he's not fit crap, so there are advice about say let's say go surgery. But I say now the chances say season of me say important part even the World Cup maybe the early stages only be more na was chairman on yet. About both through pain no, to make sure he sees the season over. Whatever outcome every season in Manaban, he accepts in good faith. But I think that I will say Madrid for the managing. If league matches now on rest now because league in India the harm has been done. 7 points. 7 points. I don't see Real Madrid catching up with Barcelona. Hey, Hansi Flick ni coaching Barca. Even time manager if you want to come lead Madrid for 90 months on Mwanje. How much more Hansi Flick? With all the respect to Xavi, I don't think Madrid beat me catching up with the 7 points Gaba. I'm going to be close to Akwa. Maybe they just have to manage him over the weekend and see say return and counter no beat Mark Obo. No we buy and free man. Hallelujah. And then they live to try another season. But I think that the game now is share and run. Now it was a 50-50 game. A game of both sides will be able to win. Manuel Neuer took tall in post. Had it been Courtois and or Damari the pool no, trust me. Ebianca, the scoreline could have been something different. The Hurricane ball, I've watched it over and over and over again. New Year, Nkosi Wusa born. Hurricane goal. Say, Kobay and Foni Punuma. Kanuya ye. A Tibo Cotois and no Damadu Punuma. I have that strong belief that ball and can you go. I am not taking anything away from Lunin. But Andra at a point of Lunin, a very jittery. Or passable on a crowd, you could see, say, pressure a one. So I don't know why. Not or fumble at some point in the game because he's seen this stage over and over. This is not the first time I am exposing it to a quarter final or a big game like the Na Uhunu, but maybe we won't change for some time until I a bit rusty. But that not said, I think that Bayern for now there, Chama said yeah, bomb so they've taken the time to Omwangaso Mufi. Now they have their future and then their destiny in their own hands. They just have to make sure they do the right thing and get Madrid out of the competition, then proceed to the semi-final stage. And you made Spotify Camp Nou. Barcelona for Esteban Kovac a center referee for Amoni Atletico Madrid, and it's an interesting game. Of course. Oh yeah, story. I mean, who say we didn't come about Antoine Griezmann and Badembe and San. As a proud father, maybe he would think of getting a birthday present that is special.
Griezmann,
yes.
As a proud father,
but I'm discussing Atletico Madrid. I'm talking about how much. Me say Antoine Griezmann. Oh yeah, story. Also name mommy and son, and I continue to say as a proud father.
I think they be a Sana Mimi. But can't Griezmann and who's all your one. I mean, say why?
What do you say? What do you say? What mommy is?
Now that when you are a proud father.
As a matter of fact, I'm a proud father. I'm a proud father.
Father, do you be proud? I say father, they're crying. Do they agree?
Yeah, they're weird. Tell me. Adia Griezmann, a bit with their man as birthday present, and he said, with my ABOU, at the ABOU, Nehon. Diego Simeone, I want a press and Arsenal, and they did match in Hong Kong, probably via a matches Nivea, who come and talk about Antoine Griezmann. The personality Antoine Griezmann and then the persona behind Antoine Griezmann. Even that time, about 2 minutes conversation. A manager no, I can't some edify Antoine Griezmann. Today is not the day for that topic. Quickly, let's address Champions League match now. Because I think that Atletico Madrid a team, team Barcelona. When it comes to Champions League, it's a different thing. Way back the third time I knockout phase almost 2 now already in case in the way Barcelona for everything. Until when it is Champions League and coincidentally, Nini now see a quarter final. When you look at the first one, I think in 2013-2014 season, Omunya good results over Barcelona, and then in 2015-2016, and also Omunya good results on aggregate. Nini now Omuyi Barcelona a free. We said Omu Timiye this time around. They become the second club or tie with Paris Saint-Germain when it comes to Champions League, all knocking Barcelona out on 3 occasions at the free. So clearly tells you that Barca for the modern ball was ready, but Atletico Madrid playing against them in Champions League. Questions about Barcelona. Now, so all fat Barcelona team no what's Atletico Madrid that this season. Chairman, so much league in the Munano they are some normal boy. Barca won 2-1 against them. But in terms of the Copa del Rey, almost were able to put Barcelona into their proper position. So it tells you say Obia will be big kakra, Obe taking the pride. ADF say Barca betima boost up the La Liga results. They can also boast of Copa del Rey. Say yes, you won the second leg, but you move free because of the results in the first leg. So there are a lot of Barcelona fans who think that if they were able to score 3 in the Copa del Rey second leg, will fear. Today they have what it takes to get the 3 goals over them. But the last 10 matches for Ura, your friend is Hans Flick. Ninina goes to the Oshe, but Chairman Okunsidi. Goals no Oshe, but Okunsidi. So we Atletico Madrid, there is hope, there is belief, say, and they will get a goal past Clava. Your friend said Barcelona, but they will not survive. Time now, so we cannot go into tactics any other. Chairman, Barcelona will win, but they are not qualifying in Numeri.
And also, you say a second leg.
Have to wait for the second leg. Barca be winning match in Numeri, El Camp Nou, but among qualified. I see Barca scoring 3.
Now they go out of that
2. They will win. Barcelona will win, but they will not qualify in the Numeri. I'm not saying they will not qualify, but in the Numeri, Barca a results. I can say taking it into the second leg, Barcelona qualify. I see a 3-2 win for Barcelona. The tie will be decided. El Wanda Metropolitano and our Riyadh Stadium. Tie will be decided.
Me ni baby out of it. I've never heard the other game. Need to be run. I've been shot and run. I've never heard the other game. Now, it's also a tough match, but PSG Liverpool.
Koku Paris Saint-Germain ni Liverpool game no at the memories, but how they won the Champions League last season. And if you look at Paris Saint-Germain, Kamia Kwakwa say oh suspect team you beat me at Champions League no defend what they are doing probably here you count them among Sankro Fukuno. Gentia Mekansa is that when they started the Champions League last season that was the same fate almost 30 years no man picky omoko ball samu amonya de mebon qualify mrano they came and we saw the performance they gave us. Chelsea struggle to one we are on my Paris Saint-Germain, the credit ties or the my Paris Saint-Germain. But they did a good job against him and Chelsea. They really revenged that Club World Cup. No, then coach Enzo Maresca, but they duly revenged Sardiano at the tier team and Chelsea. They really worked hard and they gave Chelsea that kind of a performance over them at Chelsea. But they've peaked at the right time. This is the time that if you want your team to peak, Sabri Nabehese will team be peaky and they will give you the kind of performance on Emma. In recent times, one of the things I said, Paris Saint-Germain played as a team last season, but this season, now individual brilliance, people wanting to play for themselves, they are never in tonight no man could inform a team Paris Saint-Germain. But the game they played against Chelsea, the home and away game no boy, you could see say Saturday night kind of form in those 2 games, so if that is how they are going to play from now to the final stage of the UEFA Champions League, you can't count them say omonya part of the favorite. They will definitely be the favorite to win the Champions League, and the kind of players in Chrome goalkeeper na free there, but still omo that players unfortunately, Liverpool, they are not performing. No man could from Liverpool. I do a point where it's a see a Busa player say, Moji slot D. For them to tell us, okay, we believe in him near there because of the tactics, because of the performance and a slot. And so Edema, team friend here, Liverpool and the supporters. And now I know what I say. Many of the Liverpool fans are interested in watching this game because they know that nothing good will come out of it. Considering the fact that the last game Liverpool played, that was against Man City, they saw the kind of performance Edanadi. So they don't have interest in watching the game today because if they see Paris Saint-Germain and the kind of performance of the team of Chelsea, now Liverpool for them team. And today, Liverpool is going to collect because Liverpool team Nankasano, they don't find the solutions to their problems. And a slot, no one at all, he's not been able to give us that kind of performance or than I did last season. Last season never ended, Now Liverpool now almost starting season, And this is now bedroom Premier Liverpool for Nankasa. If you are to ask them, reason into your team performing, they will find it very hard to tell the reason they are not performing. But they believe that the coach is not their standard. The coach won them the Premier League last season, but the performance that he's putting out is going to be a tough game. Liverpool want to show class a Champions League, or Magic Pain, mobile Champions League badge and the so they want to show class. Today, Paris Saint-Germain will carry the day. I can't predict Woto, but I think Paris Saint-Germain will get the job up to 60 to 70% done today. Yes, they will get the job 60 to 70% done today. And they'll go to Anfield and probably be a mere formality. I trust Paris Saint-Germain time no more picking. Tell them in the last season and no one or more to us they stand a chance of defending the UEFA Champions League. But still, more chance will make me ISL Jumano and so etimi. Barcelona etifie any Atletico Madrid airbo. So which game winner or the Copa del Rey or the La Liga ebamua will be a mistake in the sense that the special one they can actually to the Musa no man can see. And if Atletico Madrid want to have chance in the second leg, Nayankas you call back they can do something meaningful. Today, as I said yesterday about Madrid and Bayern Munich, that is the same thing and SSAC. They can't stand toe to toe with Team FN Barcelona, regardless the competition or mobile. So today, they need to do the contain and counter play more if they really want to win. They continue to make sure say, I will be persevere, no more making sure say, whatever Barcelona will bring at them, they are going to make sure so endure. When they get them, they make sure they punish them with their high line. In recent times, so what team Atletico Madrid, any team Barcelona, at the Atletico they share Barcelona with their high line.
Yeah.
So this time around, they need to make sure say they are working with that high line and find ways and means to break the high line. And if they are able to do that and do it well, no, with the defensive duties of Atletico Madrid, then they stand a chance. Say be a day, score line, a focus, and so to media more that making sure AB and no betimia fat, and another betimia peke, and so to media more. If they stand toe to toe with Team FN Barcelona, they are going to give it to them. That one day it will happen. But if they are able to contain them, open up when necessary, and make sure they are shutting out when it's supposed to be here, I think they stand a chance of more and to me a score line that area in Atletico Madrid's favor, but it's going to be a difficult game. Diego Simeone games will become with the mentality say could defend with the life. He is able to defend and defend well. We saw how he defended at the camp during the Copa del Rey. Because we are Jumano and so Timoni Kromo. But now he needs to get a respectable scoreline today and make sure saying next week Tuesday he's doing it at Wanda Metropolitano. So today is going to be a crucial game. He should make sure say Obeji AB at 3-2, 2-1. Goals in the air. Basa and share less than 2 goals in it. Basa and share crying one share goals crying. Yeah, Barca will give it to them. But they need to keep themselves and pop their noses in the game. Still, if they have the chance to do something, Wanda Metropolitano, they are going to defend. Barca will find ways and means to score a goal because definitely they are going to score. But when they score, you need to get back at them with the high line and other things. So I think that it's going to be a wonderful game. You watch the game and you feel it as a neutral. So when you're Barca near to get to a point in time, a very boring game the amount. Who support Atletico Madrid be a boring game the amount. But we are the neutral. We will sit down and watch the game comfortably and enjoy the game. Barca is going to win definitely, but I think that Atletico Madrid will have a role to play. They really want to qualify for this tournament. Kwaku 4-2 scoreline.
4-2.
Yeah, 4-2 score line.
But our mommy share 4-2 for Barcelona.
4-2 for Barcelona.
Our mommy share Camp Nou kakra.
Say players no call one of power.
Yeah.
Na team see which maybe. That kotoko bo match na come players na call one of power. Amako baba ya ran of power.
I'm quite.
Say we are going to omo room se open.
ABOU Barcelona dio.
And no more dia.
Baba aso nya kotoko de.
Na so hono bobo.
Oze.
Hono bobo.
Na bi na na bobo akon ha ebo na bobo ya kase be da.
Okay.
Camp Nou no. Said that so come. Nabi, you to so I reserve me chono frama empijano. But man the match pack with the last time we use shoot there.
Na man for no money na to say. But it's going to be a beautiful game, Kwaku. Sir, Barca one match we trying to park to say you can expect what is going to happen.
I don't want to lose game or watch.
Since you on
no, but he describes the Champions League crowd for so many lose game watch.
Winning the game the Kwaku mbede pa. We are going to watch a
I think it's
beautiful game.
25 or so matches.
Rafinha out on home.
Kwaku
big effect.
Definitely you mean a player like Rafinha. The kind of status about building one in the last 2 seasons now, so now to me doesn't affect trouble. But they have what it takes to win against Atletico Madrid. Qualification will probably be an issue. ABI because some qualify in their away game, but they have what it takes. Players know how to make sure say obey my Edgeman and so well to me. This is a game that you expect Lamine Yamal to give us that mess in Ronaldo Nyomano. Because now I'm not no my dominating power or discarding him in 10 times so when you Olisa delivered yesterday with beautiful performance and how things went for him. So today, also Lamine Yamal be Jinemoa. We expect you to give us good performance. We expect
they will provoke him today because it's yellow card away from the second leg.
That is, you see.
That's all my camera what here also shown.
Nabi, Koku, utmisha usudru baby. Baby. I've listened to a person that they worked with Baba Ramanelai. They knew they would provoke live for live to get red card.
No, when you tip off easy.
Kwaku.
When you.
A drew baby, on Kayo. Football, a drew baby, na say emotions, you drew a level. On Kayo, some more card. Nanka, a kakete beshiwa run on what you look at. Emotions, you drew a competitive match. On Kayo.
Correct.
Yo, yeah, the very high risk. But they find a way to get him out of the game, which is really difficult. They stand a better chance.
Imagine having the second leg without Rafinha and Lamine Yamal.
So it's a and you see, Champions League, little things and little details matters. Into people will sit down and make sure say, work around will be biara. They feel say they will get away. So I think that it's going to be a good game. Media, I see Barcelona 4-2 and about qualification will come and next weekend so tomorrow. Kwaku, you see, I told you that me a bias kakra towards to reference Vincent Company because of MON-FRI. And I was happy yesterday for the first time since 2001, 25 years. He's been the first manager to win a UEFA Champions League game at the Bernabeu with Bayern Munich. Kwaku, that was a huge record that we ran and for that alone, I'm happy. It is not a game over, say Bayern Munich are qualified. Bayern Munich for Nankasa Nim say they have a game to play. They were Allianz Arena. Namepa next week. This is Real Madrid that we are talking about. Among for my episode, or my say Real Madrid am performing and ra. That shows you the kind of team Real Madrid here. See a ball game here. Now goalkeeper 9 saves. Now 5 saves. Basu or boxing. Not preventing 1.05 goals. That is to tell you the kind of performance Real Madrid put in up. But Real Madrid lost the game, so people may look say Real Madrid are more game. We don't care about those statistics when you lose. We don't care about it. But if you are factoring qualification in, that is where you bring Science and 7 in because they performed. They played. Nameka said yesterday was a perfect day for Real Fenomen. On any day that any a perfect day for Manonoya, that on Alfonso Davis ball now, obviously CP and Alfonso so Pimamano.
The Alfonso Davis on a normal day, I am mistake at on it. But we've seen him come to Benabawa
what caused a lot of mistakes to the team Bayern Munich. But yesterday was a perfect day for him. Everything that he did on Enura Park, key to perfection for him. Or he saved me much him to save no Kwani Bupa. That was the military own.
Yeah.
And normally the one where as I go on a crowd CV, you are own to game to be. Look at a Tabono on a normal day. That is a red card.
Yeah.
Indeed, yesterday was a perfect day for Team FN Bayern Munich.
That we call on a normal day. Upamecano won or head there or the Vinicius score. Vinicius and I mean Nabi. Koye so goes or the
Indeed, yesterday was a perfect day for Bayern Munich. We are not discrediting them. They did well, they played and they scored or more winning against Real Madrid. But they had a perfect day. So Real Madrid also pray, say you get a perfect day next week. That is how it's going to work for them. And if they are able to do it, that is where the wins come in. Real Madrid in Suru Alliance regardless what you are going to do. Say you didn't now be more informed. Say you will now buy informed. But glimpses need to cry in the game. When Jude Bellingham was introduced, he gave the power to Team FN against Real Madrid. He gave them different identity. He played a new role. Or Jibona, you could see the midfield moving more than the Pitach. So if he's going to do that more, you will get a modern midfielder a bit moving. Just that they are messing with furniture many, but they will have people to come and fake the thing for them. Said the Uru friend Vincent Company now can say it is a fresh for the man. That is to tell you the game is not over and it can never be over. When you remarry the one watching 2-1 in the Champions League, you can never say you are done. But I think the good results no ABOU or more Germany, they will need to develop a mechanism to make sure say Real Madrid won't be the Real Madrid that we used to know. In their day, on a normal day, Real Madrid will come and can score more than 3 goals. Alliance Arena. Look at the attack of Real Madrid. Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. Real Madrid need, but you can't tell them that these are no players that don't know buy or for fear factor and show more. Upamecano and Tar, they don't scare these 2 players. They've played against better defenders and they've done the thing that so it's going to be a difficult game, but still, we will qualify. Biano deserve so qualify. They've given us beautiful game. Look at the performance they gave us yesterday. This is a more ratings. You can't tell me that this ratings are bad for players that they played in the Champions League. They lost the game. But Real Madrid no more bad and rap. There are little details be and I think that they stand a chance. Manono Yasuba Juma, perfect 40 years. The way Uchi dive from that Mbappe ball, that was when I felt the game remains 2-1. And idea better because Mbappe the ball and it was small ball and he was able to save that ball. I'm saying today's game is a game that is never going to happen for Real Madrid. They are going to lose and then or more entry to lose here. But I think they played well. Next week, they may expect a beautiful game and nobody now be team Hurricane there, then can hunt them. But and now so Utimu say, Uru friend Thibaut Courtois. Now come here a presence or game him. And Antimiam goals or it's not even the goals, the organization, how it works is to tell you, but more training there. Let me tell me and now can be off air. So I say Mendy one Yapano Pie, see Mendy a petition many people.
I'm going on Mendy no. No nyadi okra intervention.
And no listen I who's a Mendy to them akukrea. O chenenche. O ye wa intervention. Didn't won
Follow Mendy.
But that front 3 Olise, Luis Diaz, Hurricane. Yem pedi more. Se benya BBC. The benya MNS. I see a pedi with the more.
From Luke.
Because almost statistics now. Olise was 16 goals with 29 assists.
Yeah.
Ubenya Diaz 23 goals with 18 assists. Now Hurricane 49 goals with 5 assists. That is incredible. That is insane. Those who were from say
from Luke.
I think they are really doing well. Who you defend the BI goalkeeper BI now is more. I think that you find yourself wanting and they did. Koku, I wanted a statement win from Team FN Arsenal and they gave a statement win. Now they are the only unbeaten side in the UEFA Champions League. That alone is something that we Arsenal fan we need to cheer. pair the Arsenal yen and Rano. Omo semi-finals or and go come in a back-to-back. When lad they do here is Arsenal in a back-to-back in the UEFA Champions League semi-finals. And times you, omo life no. How many times omo semi-finals in the UEFA Champions League? But Mikel Arteta in a back-to-back. And umpo enough. Say really.
I won't qualify
against what is with what they did for Portugal.
DIABY to myself.
Could be say this is not Arsenal we are.
DIABY to myself.
Arsenal we are. If they do that, omo qualifier. Omo in a back-to-back. Last time 2 English teams they won't say. But the ultimate can't ultimate stick on neck. Liverpool beat him qualify. You do semi-finals not last season, no. They English team back up. That was Arsenal. And now we know what I say. So much me qualify next week. The only team almost free England. And now we know what I say. Almost 5. Watching that they say almost points no be 5 teams that qualify from England and so team aba. But the same for saying Liverpool beat my end. Liverpool bro beat my Gazodi. You can't do that. So I think Mikel Arteta here. And after the game, and someone who can go through a difficult spell near the idea. Things that on one case who no more funny. Inti and sending message mano. Say he can't go to the league. Because losing the EFL Cup and being crashed out of the FA Cup, no, there a lot of pressure about so. But 2 league in the say England now can coach so just na got 2 days when my fight and qualifier we free Italy. This will also free England. So I think it should be a wake up call. And I love the fact that Kai Havertz say the bit my boma I'm on the final push. It was a good win. And I love the way Joe Kerr is born in some man fans, and everything went well. It was a good win, a statement win for Team Eveno as now. And I think their growth has been wonderful. And it's something that they need to put icing on the cake in Reverend Johnson's mid voice by winning something monumental. When they do that, I think the team Mikel Arteta built at Arsenal, when he was given the power to sack players that umpire, to bring in players up, giving him total power. Because Arsenal is not a mean of a team. To trust a coach that only any statement. To say the idea, Yajumanama Otuano. No one issue near the Yajumanamano. But when you prove Zampa, obey my ABB. Trust Otuano failed to prove. So I think Mikel Arteta Yajuma, you should continue and continue the lost job.
Ana unjwana izia rekoma Polo Bento. Na ye Bento no to adoshe.
Obudi ni sikrum ha. Polo Bento. Ena Fernando Santos. Ye be boom.
Obebo.
Why? Polo Bento
to adoshe the last World Cup.
To ado nya denjen. Hweke.
Mo we na 7 there. Say kwa ku nim de hom.
Enyo na de Portugal for about 2014 World Cup. Anko ho penabo. Why Polo Bento?
He's already called Euro
candidate train. Ba ko pe na be sign the 3 kakra no kra na basa entia. Ba ko ha bibi Gurez so hwan.
I Carlos Queiroz.
Asa. On na me sign the 3 kakra.
Alonso na no dey na or resign from Oman.
Where sure say coach is move back wrong never.
I'm the Portuguese coach. Portuguese coach.
Okay, so you obeji omukwa kwaji ya year free Mariano Barreto nti omba mbechima be aduma.
Omukwa kwaji le.
Barreto ba be aduma.
Da ba kwa we enim no.
We do onya di o. Paulo Bento de Otuado krai.
Isa.
Na coach aba World Cup Otuado she.
Kwaku I'm not
even one coach Otuado she no.
I'm not even looking at it that way, but unu ami huni Fernando Santos
omupo be asifom. Coach is now link money now to blasters. Koku kasem.
If kasem la koku there.
Kasem.
If kasem na ka.
Koku se wahye nkoso na che. Na nyame boa na se unya opportunity. So be top papa ba kwa fra no mo kwa to from. If you could pay $50,000 or so to Wadwa. Unto 500 and not unto 200,000 on your coach. Gogoku currently as we speak. No coach. I will nima juma pa. Nye Facebook for you. Obi o nima juma pa. Obi no beje less than 100,000.
Mo ba ku mo 5,000 kure.
Na say ne wonyade.
Abi
wonyade.
Na ye dey credit duro le bobo. Ye coach. Be body o 5,000.
Usa ko Facebook coach.
Is it with this guy?
Na ye ga this guy.
Mo 5,000 kure.
Na no ye try ha ma ko fa we akwala ku bi de ba.
John Kengren.
I don't know what you are.
And
Then I don't find my money.
I don't know what
Kotoko for Diwachi, a dear Macoma produce. So I'm going to park to
minimum share.
No,
Omuja advice you.
Top. Good.
Minimum
One I recommendation, and that day we praise
Top, good. Top.
Yeah, I said now can come back to go for it.
Said it.
Junior, I said no can.
Or said it.
Hey, Junior. That is all to other available. The other see the Korea for the show project.
I went to Annika.
Only by the
But I won't give to Aduka.
To $50,000. The least going to also increase the base 65.
Or Tesla buy even $30,000 coming to Mintia. Na koji so mfo mutu amkaza nya $5,000 $6,000 omuntu mintua
abi bate ma me kan message kakra ne mbra na yemedi nkomo akra ofie. Good evening Fakye Sport Abu. It was much delight for watching Michael Olise's magical effort yesterday night. It makes me recall the old days of David Beckham, Ryan Giggs. As a Manchester United fan though, he had more style and skills to his, but I'm in love with his direct football game. I'm Tolisso doing the watching from Bogos. David Beckham, eh?
David Beckham,
when you form a hard dream, who listen to my guy, never can not you with that. Tolisso now, yes, sir. David Beckham not you with that. Or who's ever come on you?
Yeah, also
footballer want you be that.
Me football is born muso mucho be that. Beckham the crane or where bakutum. Guy never say muso to be that. Who is all to be at a common? So many I
never ready to be
Oko YouTuber when it was a player these skills in there. What's the opposite guy level there?
I never put a head side to be carried
on true biada. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. I'm Arimatea, the son of Rafinha. What do you like from my band? When big man for idiot laugh and a wise man learn. Greetings to Apprentice success and Evan Gate. Is this all cool to a direct word pa? That may say a direct word for their cobra from a war within a uraha.
Message near them.
When big man for idiot laugh, the wise man led.
No can do point then home and then
the meaning is simple. Save you. Okwasia, it is a day, Okwasia, they say, something like that, and then yes, that's one of our country. Narakwezi answer cash out for Monkey Simbatula is going to win tonight. Now, is all the guys. Watch Ebenezer watch you live for a few please. I want my man Ricardo Varas to choose the best coach who can lead the Black Stars to the World Cup. Keep up the good work. My regards to my man Ricardo and my wife Priscilla Edu Poku. Love you guys, Bruta. Here's where check you, Bruta. Hi, good afternoon, Fakye Sport. I'm Carrasco inside Manso Musia. So today, Barcelona will win by 3-0. Keep up the good work. And our results senior. Good afternoon. I'm Kazola from Takrade. Liverpool will win this game. You're not sure a day by and no. Barcelona to win by 3 goals after this game. This Christian, good evening, Abu. Barca is winning today. In our results today, Barca will lose by 3-0. Greet, as I'm a Barca fan, but I see not there. But we know the greetings to you. Say, Kumi Tuase, no, the Fiebe Rama. Good afternoon. I'm Nana K. Watch you live from Sunyane. Greetings to Scottish boys inside COHY campus. Barcelona is winning by 3-1. You also had a buy and on good afternoon, Fakye TV today. Baza Distrade Ticoma Revisca Basa Etwa. So now say hi, Abu. Barcelona win by 2-0 now. We so was a good afternoon, Fakye Sport. Please add me to WhatsApp group. Anani Zoza Nijodi Irano. Baza win by 3-80. For I am for no if Abu. Liverpool is going to do wonders. Greetings to all Fakye TV workers, and you are one of my best I've seen. Baby Ram. Good evening, Abu. You guys are doing well. Jude, the Barca all the way. we will show them today. The other maybe run on. Good afternoon, Fakye TV Sport. I want you live and clear. Please, I want you crew to debate this question for me between Gianluigi Buffon, Iker Casillas, and Manuel Neuer. Who is the greatest goalkeeper of all time? I want you crew to arrange them 3 goalkeepers for me. Whenever I hear UEFA Champions League anthem, I remember that GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo, because he made the Champions League his playground. Most appearances, most goals, most assists, most free kick goals, and also the player with the most UEFA Champions League top scorer award, 7. And the player with the most knockout, semi-final, quarter-final goals is the GOAT of all. Gary and they are also player Awaji Champions League dodo. They are no man the greatest of all. Winning the end. Bisuma enye. Abi also rage keepers or Gigi Casillas and Manuel Neuer. So what she show more.
Based on or the day and shishim.
But also so Osha win a balance
or Champions League and go on better we are seeing.
We are seeing Juma Bibia Champions League count trophies or margin at the end now Shabe say.
The Buffon better trade. Reason being that Champions League
Panjibida
World Cup. Okay,
World Cup
World Cup.
2006.
One Champions League. But 2 normal can only have the World Cup at the Champions League.
As I near Basel automatically Casillas be first.
Intentina Mr. Sheba. Na between Casillas ne Manuel Neuer. Ha. Wow. Okuma MON-FRI Casillas into 2.
Na Neuer ba first. But who so there?
Me pego a odagwa efe. Oh. So definitely
Casillas
number 1. Me dressing kwane the way I was my style ba good no. There's never a share no do, but he was a good goalkeeper and Manuel Neuer then Buffon be chatro.
Me so Buffon be ba first. Say football talk keeper bien ni wa. Go that change Buffon. Keeper bien ni wa. Na me second e Casillas. Now the Manuel Neuer quoted. Sana me so me hwehwe me de.
Efe pa.
Or Buffon na say team no ko da ile labo no. Ko Champions League final be ha. Abi Buffon wa Champions League final say 4 out of 5.
Could be a no lose, so could be a no
Juventus. Amena momra me ba pe na afi ye ramu fie ni edi nkomo kakra na de aka. Ye de ato aso amam ye ba sisi a. anko yambo ana oseno yendi huni emfa emma na anko fa how bia entimi amfa mount to how bia 0559 139582 0559 na doc eno nin komonhwe na ombo na osukina onaso na yama koye pen fama Royal Edge akwantu bia ewozo omo na ne omo din sa woso ne eboa ma odai so ni ba menko mo bia ntwundi tina me kan for Royal Edge e dia mawo Masha University College of Groenland Hotel Odoko Accra manaba no 0256 450 6020 0256 450 602 na on your wedding como 0256 450 602 na on Royal Edge in pay for the company aboa na nyama ko ye pay me area ma gifted icon on file forms na mana about bra na be pike of forms no na emboa na nyama ko ye pa entimi emfa ema de tie say eri opeso bo modena uru adwuma de ni a oba yem premises a Fakye TV na oba sister bo ali na no edin komo no aboa na wo register ebi so ana wo chichi and 2 person ni edin komo a obetimi abomode na wa frɛ number iso na nkomo bia ye no wedi 0550 77 2113 0550 77 2113 Millennium Constructions ene se o pass asiato Ghana bibia o peso bomode esifie o pese o bomode na ne ufie na dada no renovate o wo into real estate development a emfa sika no ntrama no ne emmane on ha ya jedi but for number we na nkomo bia ne omundi style PRP bia o mo no esifie na ma 0244 274084 0244 274084 niamwa na niamankoye pa for madaroma yebra na yeni nkoma akra the former sports minister honorable Nilante Van Der Poel abomode akasa Black Stars ni eme koso ni ade na honorable nkomo didiem no de dikan no na ochichi mu de nti ayem Black Stars no ya na mpipi niema enkoye mfamasi eno di nkomo de che
it's a problem but then the timing, I am faulting the GFA for sitting
and
waiting for all this while, because that is what has also led to this huge amount of payoff we are going to pay. Because if you have sacked him a week into the contract, you will not pay that compensation as today. $500,000 and over. It's huge money. It's because we take decisions without looking at the long-term objective of the team. You don't entrust him with a senior national team. He himself, how many years did he play in a senior national team?
He didn't play for more than two years.
You understand? Where you are recruiting me from, what was the level of his coaching? He was a development coach. He wasn't even the reserve coach.
Atiano ye koma honorable Nilante Van Der Poel a bomode tuja. Na omana so osambo mode de bi so say and osambo mode de to aso.
I want us to look at it critically and say, look, we are going to the World Cup. In view of the mess we've caused ourselves already, let's hope that it won't be too much of an embarrassment and a disgrace like it happened in the past. But even when it happens, we should all accept it, come back home, and now sit down. Don't allow the FA to do the same mistake again.
It won't happen.
Let's now critically, all of us, sit down and look at what we want to work. I say, if we don't set ourselves objectives, we will always fail.
Atiano ye koma odi atuya. Ebe entro inside nye ha ma samfo so no bi inside CBM. And on a Hong Kong on a shas here or the foreign segment, you say coach is a Portuguese coach. You won't say that Mariano Barreto in 2004 and 5. On a the share 2006 World Cup. Mariano the share South Africa are 4. Coach is entity Diomudino and a Dasono, ex Real Madrid coach. Carlos Queiroz last World Cup, let the country be by. ABOU Iran na The last World Cup. Carry none of you man for Kuba. If our reason of fee, and I your Parliament. On the last World Cup or the South Korea they buy. Anyhow, Fernando Santos last World Cup on the Portugal be drop Cristiano Ronaldo de Gonzalo Ramos be ball. ABOU Monsieur Montiasiano. Teams the Portuguese coaches no. Yes, I link you. Last time ne Joachim Löw. Na omo kan ho nsema na nzo oni aso be chezo no Ghana panyin bi an contacting any adia but our next coach na Kalaki Dede akasa dia found former Bagu Bosco anani positions en wo
you know what it
e wo shate one Olympics was what is wo jai na boss so ebizo oni abotre kra o
untimi mechede when na papa down was no nyedwa.
That's what we do in Kalaki Dede. That we teach some our cardia foul.
I don't see any national team who seriously want to develop their football, even their national team to Otoado. He has built a very good CV, 2 World Cup qualifications. If it is anything to go by, he should be a hot cake in the market. By now, I'm telling you. But you see, the thing with us going to hire a coach now is whether we should spend so much money to bring in an experienced coach. Will he really be able to transform our team with less than 70 days to the World Cup? I think that if we are bringing in any top-notch coach, but what is happening in world football now, every good and a serious coach moves with his backroom staff.
Atiano ye koma de atuga. As ultim say juma na edimo to adone de chachapa ene kokoto yo. Chachapana ye kokoto ye na ewe ya. Okay, so new code for the Black Stars will be announced next week.
Mupe kra mo announce. Nchela nye okay mama kan nchela nya makiza.
That's why. Me fi ora me hwe me tie Masudi di Dramani wa kasa de afa ne guys ne dwuma so mo so hu se ni team na omo peke. Na itie koma wadi ne ne nsemo de atoya.
And these were the aspects that we're doing in terms of our tactical transitional play. 3v2, keep the ball wide, make a flat ball, run inside. And so, for me, when we score in such situations or when we make attempts in such situations, that gives me delight that we are taking something from the training field and then we are bringing it into the game. I know it will take time, but I'm very positive that we'll get there because the effort and the energy the boys are putting in training, especially in my training, I never see a player come to training or not being to training today. No. In our team, there's nothing like that.
Nkoma wabomo de region Salim Adams as wa kasa on the free kicks no makase Salim de ne de e be say nyame adoma chede ko se ball pa da forma team ball straight na kopu ma ko she no ade players no yan shara titi omo but on the ye cry ye simple ne ade na iti ono a Salim na sema wabomo de akasa e de afa.
I said I do practice a lot. I go for power. Sometimes when you have to go for power, you have to lock your ankle, just bend on the ball, and then go for the power. I don't care about the position of the goalkeeper because when you hit the ball, before you react, the ball is gone.
Yeah, no. Abi na ye we mame goalkeeper of the month match nominees no. There be bia wo no be hu clear like ni bibia meeting ade ti hwema me ne enko.
Dreams FC, Gideon Asiakon, 4 matches, 3 clean sheets, 1 goal conceded, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 lose game. And then Basake, Holy Stars. It's a bit, but me who tell you, Kasi, 4 games, 4 clean sheets, 0 conceded, 2 wins, 2 drawn games. And then Daniel Afazi, 8, Unipa, Vandasa, yeah. 3 matches, 3 clean sheets, 0 conceded, 2 wins, and then 1 drawn game.
Cassidy,
but Asiako or 3 wins. Asiako or 3 wins.
We last time where I say Kano. I'm with the clean sheet, you know. And then Mama, the goalkeepers here.
Yeah, clean sheet. We almost started to keep clean sheet, Nina.
Player of the month.
Player of the month. Yanko, roll it, Yanko. And also Vision FC. Akiti. 4 matches, 2 goals, 0 assists, 1 MVP. And then Claude Bochi shooting. Young Apostles. 3 matches, 3 goals, 0 assists, 1 MVP. And then Bichim United, Samuel Okai, 4 matches, 1 goal, 0 assists, 2 MVPs. Where they say Young Apostles.
Shooting, also both free kick.
No, we are the shooting.
Also both free kick. Coach of the month.
Coach of the month. Miami coach. Dreams FC Wilfred Dortmund. 4 matches, 3 wins, 1 draw, 6 goals conceded. 6 goals scored, 1 conceded. 1 lose match. And then Johnson Smith. I see. 4 matches, 2 wins, 2 draws, 0 losses, 2 conceded. 2 scored, 0 conceded. Where they say Dortmund, they're straight.
Okay. Mate, Boba Yamra, 9 minutes na can you find me here in the about me? It is a say, Kwawu. I don't know for we see Carol of Brown. Me report visa.
And me no
regulation in the womb. The last time regulation I had buy in the womb. Share Uja benefit be a winya league in Biano so
form Sikanabra. Hello, good evening. I'm final boss from Mansute Trim. Real Madrid will get their revenge on Bayern next week, and we will go on and win number 16. Watch us next week when we beat them. And as for Barca fans, Barca 4-1 is coming back to 9 when Atletico Madrid beat them 4-1. Waiting, and all the other bar. So good afternoon, Abu. You guys are doing a great job. Please keep it up. Barca win the first half and second half will be booking throughout from Neymar inside and the crew maintain that. You're the Baby Ramon. Jima from Santase, Barcelona all the way. Abu, good evening, bros. I'm Walasti the champion inside Mampon. Barcelona will win. You people are doing a great job. Ricardo and coach, you are on fire. And I was also good evening, Abu. You are doing a great job. PSG is winning tonight. I'm Daniel inside Kumasi. Now, I was watch you live from Tumu Upper West region. I see I'm finding young group no. Good evening, Abu. After watching Bayern yesterday, I must admit that we don't give Yama enough credit. I've seen the way people are praising Olise. Yama does even better with free players marking him. I'm said Dembele from Serie Ajuefua. One on the fear Baby Ram. Good evening, Abu. The goals of Green Theft decide the fate of football world tonight. Lami Yama will surely send us to the promised land. Simply Basa Visca Catalonia. I'm Kofi DNA watching live from Monsiatre Kona Kofi DNA. Denediano Ebe Ramo. Good evening, Fakye Sport. Koroko Shusaku Prince immediately. I was very, very disappointed for the behavior of Emmanuel Nkri yesterday because he's the player I love so much in Kumasi Santi Koroko. Baba Bontia Babe Pacho or say guest channel na enya tembi but emza ye we ni ade a. Good evening, Abu. Abna Sunday in Sunyane. Last night, Cristiano Ronaldo scored a penalty goal against Saudi League relegation zone Team A, Al Najma. And then he celebrated in such a way as if he scored in a World Cup final. But the reality is, Al Najma is ranked 18 out of 18 teams in the Saudi Premier League. They won just 1 out of 27 matches. Meanwhile, Leo Messi dedicated his penalty kick to Otamendi. Messi doesn't care about personal record. Leo is a team player and a real leader and a captain. You are proud to be his fan. You're the Baby Ramu and Diaby. If you watch the Saturday Atletico Madrid vs Barca game, you could see that Simeone was coaching his guys for today's game. He even called Lukman and other players that didn't play part in the match to see certain details in the game. Barca must be very careful and score more. If it becomes slim margin win, then Barca will find themselves wanting in the second leg from ASI Harrison Nyako inside Georgia. Medio de Baby Ram no Nabi. Messi is in the door, so but the air corner dia na common what tibia and we are near Queen.
Chairman, we now on the toast and I says, yeah, I'm having calls on me who said, sports minister and say coach coach now communications director unofficial communication director honorable I mean minister for sports and recreation, right?
Yeah.
Me ya done pa the honorable me chiao ndidi say bibia e fine my yin so yeah no why na yeah ma why chiao me ya da pa bibia e fine
do propose akotora bo ni man
say 10 minutes to dem nyama bebiri ho aka say be yeah anti so who an why na yeah ma binti na bibia e fine
yeah do the afro chroma bio Kawana Kukuru Pedia, are you la
Kabaka, you are me MPO.
I only MP, you are free.
See me, MP.
I don't know.
So on your MP, man.
Okay.
Oh, MP, man. Timmy Crew, mini MP.
One if you guys
are just a correct constituency.
No, MP, so I find my power.
You find my interest away, you man.
So I find by face, but not find by job.
Yeah, almost all about GDs or yeah, but some of us so.
Now, I'm so be the message, but say can be more park be ahead then. So park is working once a income one about small.
The TN say
28 Nubina Kwana.
More do more yes, I push your agenda now. More for a channel, my Jasha. And my mind is a Majan was a
28 Nubina Kwana,
my hang me boot. Obi aba obey independent no or normally me support one
comedy me yasanka me call then but won komo bi na ya inti say no say
sada me na ko yo
o say me ko akiri ko
e wa sa je simi am na so
ma film chrome me chrome one piece
say me ko akiri kra
yan piece 2 no at the last time me call fa ba ko kwan so di ra ba ko kwan so I was there Brekun Drobo Road no omo twa so omo ye adwuma le ada ma born abo Kwabrache Sincheria Honorable Kwabrache Stuttgart remember about so on any DC no but Brekun
na who say the who MPD ne and say Kwame A+ there no say A+, say me see Kwame we no A+ or say Ogdin kan ko papa side hono ko yesu bi o hair grass no say hono kwa unya and o ko go ascent try say kwanda
me yan kwanda tell me dey am catch us say wadibu a me venture oh because me no oyama de na ehye me ametwi ahoka omo no so wo sa abotre no ntimi de mintimi
me de nke wo ha ba me de no ha ne na sisi mi kwachi na eso ho kra de me ha me ho ko tawale central o me ho kra
o me de me wo me wo Brekun West east wo esan wo ija I don't know
just a pet data scientist do mo ko ija hoko he
da Harvard
ku survey say
chrome de grounds ja dem is a population na on say kokom ye 1 million emu 7,000 obusuafo but say ubenya no
anone enye chrome de MP ni o timu ndo
wa me dem MPs they are doing very well
ma menchia opini innocent num ye boa nchia no kwaso ko ndo na me ni di nkomo no
you know I would love to me
also the way na to the itinerary ni mu na week mu de oye we kakranti mane we are
top man tene kan ejuma poye
innocent inum ye boa fine gentleman
the term top na fe plan out top ni dim
nti ube hia na nche why ube hia na nche today na beto no we na betene nka you see that's all no abeba ha na me do be call na say we are fine chairman. The sports minister said next week Mbenya coach will.
Yeah, Mbenya new coach.
And that 64 days. I mean, next week. Let me just say a Monday. Nyamiya nkuya. Nti ochina Thursday mebwa. Naka 63. Friday 62. Saturday 61. Sunday 60. Till Monday naka 59 days to the World Cup. Fina Ghana be coach. We've had a lot of reports. Multiple reports are here to say. Coach now mo be fano Ghana for ye be fano let me just use right words coach a Ghana ye be appoint no e you be a ye fano on the interim base na the number say World Cup ya edi anim ya e no wo mehwe emfa ye nko owia na ya hwe akiri kweku whoever that want to take that decision e be ye o mind great disservice obia person take that decision say Yankofo Bruni coach emfa ne mra krum ha on an interim base nipa krone be bo man ka omo be cause financial loss to the state Ghana fo nyina momo ye nsori ma menchia o former boss chama untumi Ghana fo mo nsori o eyemunti en ye yemisi mo ma Ghana ni bia ansori ye nyina ye nti na football association ministry ni person omo ye de omo yi kuku eye financial loss to the state kese and on person omo ye. My position has always been the same, and I still stand by it. For interim base, there is nobody on an interim job or yet better than Kwesi Appiah. Koku has fair idea of Adiana Yekwa tournament na Yekon. Again, only your team the same Kofu and San Omodafi. Number 2 or number 3, Koku. Say your banner see the experience and a walk up we mun nyina ko walk up Kwesi Appiah onko walk up ni bi
yeah
wadam for no Paulo Bento brabe no ball walk up as coach Fernando Santos ebi on the obaka so be duru say quarter final me boa
yeah and ozan so on the Portugal heroes
Koku ye ka walk up nkomo ti we me na ru nkomo na mra walk up
coaches there so Kwaku profile omo
no me do walk up yes I understand or Euro winner, but the narration here, the contention, the mode of contention, walk up. I agree. Or Euro winner, Matthias. German Mafia. Euro winner. 2016 winner.
Or they are called to their qualifier.
But at this moment, you say on the demand for the job. Me say you say interim na ye pedia. We should go in for Kwesi Appiah. But say ye kwako for Bruni coach on an interim base. Abemani sikasa omeye 59 days. Work up ye kwa ya there 1 month meka ho. O de ka 59 ho 30 plus 59 be mouse 89 days. Chairman, ye fa no de 90 days 3 months. Ye metua 100,000 or more. Me ensa informa Bruni coach na adwuma na obeye no. Kweku the likelihood say ye nye successful e wo soro. So or the yeko no quite successful at Obana ye consider for permanent job ye babo kane more. Intinye mudi mama yengum ye informa luka. So ye for foreign coach it should be on permanent job. Nye maning for work up nye say or the shall say whatever the resources no problem. Yamau 3 years, Yamau 4 years. O de kobo work up because ye ba yape your AFCON qualifies 2027 AFCON we yenim. Ye 2027 asa na ai Patrick Mosepe ne ketokreku ne Fawzi Leja akwaje tum say AFCON the next one be say 2028 me boana.
Yeah.
In the space of 2 years your AFCON you need yenim. We should look for manager. You say the adwana ma say Obo World Cup the immediate or the subsequent task yenim no 2 AFCONs on a bounce. Go there and win the AFCON for us. Inti nipa nim so adwuma ya mekoyi megio manjio I have that time to continue to make sure say meye adwuma ni but the situation whereby you give adwuma to Carlos Queiroz ni dini say no ano no anase Paulo Bento ana me coach ya onya ade Fernando Santos now the adwuma na ma no okọ World Cup no ko do quarter final krabu ba kwekubo obo ye ntimi ntua ya say adwuma no ya tikroma ye kofo amilo akakunku na bibia anim ede ne baba ye interim ebe boka emfaso bi amaso ye kofa otuado ebe ye interim de ne ko work up so otuado ba that time no ene ye man permanent job ene ye ko bo work up ni wie ye ya qualify free group kwa no ba de be bo AFCON qualifiers ede ye ko me e bia nka AFCON na ye kwa every course no we could have done better ene ye ko ja no kwan mu o free man of far the plane back to Germany ene ye be fa I can't say guy watch da come coach the friend Chris Hughton and on also go in Mozambique. Ya tesan by ya say before to so we are just tussling around. Kweku let us no go for foreign coach said get neighbor as an interim manager. Say ya for foreign here him say ya boka na company do omomra ni almost if it must be done well. See ya ni ye dia kweku foreign coach no yam fun on a permanent base not interim. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years na jumani yem for adwuma na na opini ni emeye now say me hwe 3 coaches na ye do o mato wona wo hwe mu din a opini Fernando Santos 71 years meboa
yeah
Oshe ni we na say highly experienced international coach. We need Portugal for Euro 2016. Said na when you abra na asem fankan win. Manage multiple national teams, Portugal, Poland, Greece, and then Azerbaijan. On the day, or said led teams at the World Cup, Portugal 2018, then 2022, and then Greece in 2014. Into about World Cup on 3 occasions. To World Cup, ni saving more drew World Cup na so about me and son. But ni na no buy and answer that who more than who be a boy Portugal with the golden generation. From 2016 na oji Euros no eba ya bepem 2022 World Cup na ye call squad na ekuta Portugal so you coach or ya de anko so otimeje one ya de kranka finals be no so timbo bi but chairman you no ni in game reading ni management how or handle situation dressing room management on the team ebenji Ronaldo no the Gonzalo Ramos adenya last match na emfaso bi ya Gonzalo Ramos here 3 goals Entia na yes Switzerland o se hwan nti wabo hat-trick nti ekwa akobọ quarter final match most important yemfa Ronaldo ntena chene yemo Gonzalo Ramos ya tikruma o ba fa player ni boot lazy cry na den de kwa kujina match mu se obi akomesi chance na mo de mo tia na mo hwe no nti me ono matchro na off the nato nchen me wo my personal reason I've never rated him that much say or you good out to a certain level because even with golden generation when team are successful, how much more Black Stars is a team depleted? The team has we any bit my trust are there say the care of Fernando Santos say with my man Ediame we all no free wa chairman papa ba kono kan hono mo friend Paulo Bento Kwaku Bara za danfo so no 20 saying 2014 ono so eba World Cup ni 57-year-old Portuguese managed Portugal 2014 World Cup. He's a defensive-minded coach. Yes, so in organization, dressing room, and a wine, a then. The last job South Korea for them, and I'm also to add here then. To add the say no. That they need in our parking so. Last 10 minutes, then we move to have the papa. I don't know who. 10 minutes, last 10 minutes of parking. So Ghana need Pierre with team share ball no with Akuma there then him. Me say na uma bi gina manim koku 10 minutes no wabu nkotodwe say umanim na odi ni ti asi mi kotodwe so ye mpon ye ball na ekwa side ana ye ball mo side one hit last 10 minutes e man na ne no mo ti park no so I can say about 50% omu nyina last 10 minutes no mo survival e washroom all of them left for pressure na nkofo ni dey see so no ba chairman unua tactics ne ne ba kakra no mi hu ni yi. The recent job, the United Arab Emirates, or Majuman or Koye, Kokuvaras Munjirindi, Onyadi, one of the coaches mentioned in the Portuguese national team. They say 2014, come up and up, Brazil 2014, and come up and up. As all Shagana. Now, say at the end way. Brazil 2014 was solid squad. Most Portugal have normally solid squad. Aye. But we are that nomination team. That time na nani Ronaldo, Quaresma. Nani why? Nani why na unimuno. Nani no one does with you there. Lewis Nani Manchester United former player. They know 17 years, you know. We go when the party are a horse. Nani a bad player. Nani ball Kawaba Bashere 7 goals. I would have balo away titi. Why you for legend now? Why you legend now? Non players no way. Why? I don't play. 2040. Now, crowd be ready. Hey, that's why about my case and we not tragic. Lay out it. Why the number the bona my case intention? Rub you. I'm wingers na no besides the Naniana. Anyway. Wingers no. Yeah, but I have to idea where you. Wingers na the 2014 besides. That is anyway. Then you know what does. Then ya children and the crow. The law my legend. Okay. The law who knows so he is Nani who knows about Gizola no crow Barcelona Bobo. He was a good player. Nani was a good player. No one is on the day. I don't cabbage watch ye. Although not to chair, I can't win. Carlos Queiroz, 73-year-old veteran coach with global experience. Former assistant coach to Alex Ferguson. They say no more. Alex Ferguson assistant in that to receive away.
But boy is a top coach.
Top.
I don't know level.
Top. Who you are a top coach?
On there.
Or a top coach.
But I just said the tactics like him.
Chairman, so I also managed Portugal at the 2010 FIFA World Cup, South Africa 2010. Yeah. As a coach is you know, we are the Portugal about World Cup, we are the Portugal about World Cup. Yeah, take.
Omo anon kono na be bo no the tactics no. And then odi kujina e be show work.
Eti
ni jirele ha ni.
Pesa be kado. I had the guy diama over 600 applicants na buy.
Yes how you. Omo nyina ono na nka kwaku. We ba lo kure wo say oye titi coach si ni yo.
Say sa na te pa de Ghana eduma na nya attractive.
Why?
600 coaches do my application ba.
600 ko ayano kuru.
Keto kre ku ne kan o 600 to 800. Chairman. O data.
Ayano kre.
GFML una o control.
600 coaches be.
Open GFML una o control.
Kwa vaz be ayano.
David me busa una o control GFML.
Ayano kre ayano.
Almost 600 now please mo nessa video no. Keto say over 600 to 800. I know be an FA president no. The main point in say see, 600 to 800 applications. The last time, 51, you ended up appointing Utuado. 51, they ended up appointing Utuado. And then 600 to 800, into the limit to 600. Now, we are a 3 hours, Carlos Quires, 73 years, Okochi, a crutch, we wire kick.
Oh, I know there are no few man.
O say, Ufi, oh man, no man, a bobo.
Kwa uncle.
Umaya bobo. Kwaku ye ni abiri o.
Bobo akwaku iku.
Uma.
Ba wo obi sire wo MCR Dixon was.
Ye ni abiri peko. 600 coaches the application aba. Musu ana so ma na be card nti mo
o ma ba asin to.
Kwaku me sire wo. Kemi 1 minute. Mo abo ye mathematics na 3 minus 600. 600 minus 3 ma say 597. Ene mo ye gu nchen.
Asem na wo ka. O kan si su bi asem. Almost your more coaches or more experience. About the world stage. Almost profile now the two nina. Coaches in the World Cup crying in what I say?
Matthias.
And to our level, no show for
me. Cause on my level, let me say. It 600 nearby, and I'm not surprised. When they had 51, they ended up appointing Utuado. There's nothing wrong.
Mamentia, Mr. Joseph Amoni. I don't see you at my swag gadget. Quite cranny and potom while wedge my mention in the
Coca Schools. What is it? 2020. One the cut I Iran for
and ye come.
You after all no bar. After all about Qatar.
The last 2 jobs near Iran and Oman.
Nah.
And I was saying
Iran for and about Qatar. Qatar no bar Oman.
The last 3 jobs Iran, Qatar, Oman. Maybe you say the Edru. I want the Edru.
Party Ben a war Ghana this year already.
NDC.
Mr. Nilam Tivanda or Party Ben.
NDC.
If he can't help us solve our issue, he should keep quiet.
That's an Ekasa.
We don't need these things. No more in here. It's about time young kind of crencher and penny for no munya casa bibrino. A penny a friend no. Idi Adams honorable. Only none of party. Yes, sports ni recreation ya makabumi. Only a minister. It is all assembly a catching on a GF and want to say Mukon Nakrana. And this all be the catcher a year Fina. Catcher Uniano war party in the Sopani, the Oyano, so one way ya Ghana for bet Mama Yakwatina bench. And to the Oyan Jai, kind of creature a year the Ghana Football Association. Won't mean Casa and Met, not camera, new snaying table, yes, say, I
catch it. Lord is honorable. And maybe Trevor Abiboy humanity. So inviting a man a bass. Centroni number 1, or quasi former sports minister. Only there is a no nonsense man. Never be a course. You know, never on the question.
You get to so buy no more, yes, I know Manu. A G2 no more. The current state that you blast us in room, the current state your ministry room, need the current state that your GF in room. We need him to do those things on Kasano Binchiri Adams. On Cabin Chirano, That is how we want it to be done. Me, I was supporting him those times. I was supporting him because sometimes maintain support to Blasters, and I've always maintained Blasters in a member Japadi and Media Movies won't have Nipa Kono family said you nimi answer. Me tax a meeting and whom tell me nimi answer. Or the Blasters in your only business, or the Blasters in free players, no air benefit. Now me Tiana media they didn't support to Blasters. Me support to Blasters. So they will stop doing business with the Blasters, appointing coaches, so to speak. Or when they share of Blasters, no major agency players, friend. Me, I'm not supporting the Blasters. I support Benjamin Asare, SM for life. But we me Jano Ninaho, once I me Samini, no why SM, but me supporting the Blasters because of a Juma Oyinti. Nti Blasters na duma na da ho ne GF aduma na da ho on ka bibi nkyere wo no mu nyaade o mo ye no mu kunya ye under 20 kura na FD national team no o mo good say abrofo no ko anabu agency players nko ane na o ka bi kyere mo wo ye office player ni ni say
ade kere to say bozu wa komo o ko under 17 afcon
nti saat ba bi na ye de ma ye local based players na ye build o mo adu bedru 20 no mo ba be ru senior level no ye ku ho ni na national team asi ema ye frame rofo emema ye frame rofo nkola ye frame rofo ya say team no eno na ye mpani nka wansam nkyere no de obeka kire abondin no yenim ye hu se GF na ye problem ye ne yenim na ye mu bi ye ni tumi ye betimi de aka de ye ka kire omo no ndi mu amho tumi mu nka bi nkyere omo mo tena ho no aba no obeka president ba ni elusu matches ye elusu bi na mutimi ya mo de no wa de dada mu na ye mo de say ya na da bia ye Blasters ni beko na say we serious as a country I also go for be less than 3 months e na ba beko World Cup we ya oba no agya na maneko na say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Honorable Sports Minister Kofi Idi Adams ene empanimfo o mo hwe Ghana so mprimpina me no ka say hwe masa de ne ba mu a some of us they will hear from us. Say ye GF ne kotua sa sika na obia ne omuni asem obia ne omuni issue. If they are the people footing that bill say coach Oba no or for less than 3 months but omo ne be tua the car till so be wie dia me ne omo ni problem but say Ghana buy me tax man ti so ye buy ya tetimi ne de koma omo de atua ne car dia and they will hear from some of us and we be detain here pa some of us they will detain us because we can't sit down on concern no more yes no man no more no somebody selfish interest coaches are do be good see am bobo profile na ade yenim nampa chen o ta bobe no more sa coaches now o mo beto so no o mo teams no mu jai go bia no be for to ado na me boss I like the day ka show no and the we need someone that you can trust.
Sorry, so
we should respect our people.
I enjoy
Coach the champion Conco country and some ball World Cup and for my
own is on fairgrounds. In a transiting MON-FRI. It will be very difficult for Coach Kwasiapia to even accept so be Mama Black Stars for the third time. And Edding. These people are Mama Kwasiapia back. The only thing they be able to say is an ESCO member.
ESCO or anything.
Still our ESCO member. Abiba no mass
anything.
Oh, ESCO member.
Intimate you on Friday as they are called coach my friend.
It's all team B or a boama or no, some we have committee and I'm on fan about calling you Sudan coach. But the Modi pre coach a national team accorded is a ESCO member. Kwasiapia Bib, the Omodi Kwasiapia. And then person same you or Mokafa man we know.
I can sit here. I can sit here and tell you, say that issues no, long buried.
Sana uno.
And yes, sanity.
You see, sometimes our treatment will be the man. So here, power chance treatment be the amount to be capitalized on. Baobano. One we are the master shout to
I'm saying this because I know where I'm coming from. Because you have your ESCO member. Do you know what went in before Kwasiapia became an ESCO member?
He's someone that.
One and then the Kobas see.
So many man.
Who named said, the current AFI president in our vote.
Yo. I was sending per bomb. Nampani for bomb. Nasa coach Kwasiapia and so almost stand on bomb to say, young fan and co World Cup now. Blasters, no be diao.
Them can be
Blasters and you obi dia but we've decided say I say ye judge GFA no go kai say independent body. I know when football association.
Omanyo polo betu.
Na Ghana do so.
Ayi Carlos Queiroz I'm on form call.
Kwa guni ma yero sempa. Coach is me nsa mo do maguso. Mo say de hen asapa.
Coach is me nsa eguso ne de. Say wo hwe mu pa nipa ne modern bowo form pa de. Sa Paulo Bento no.
Opa troto.
Han modern bowo.
They will name Paulo Bento. Among the trainers on the wasn't palm of the man of the Palm Toronto. Ombe we have a catch there say we were 71, we were 73, the energy from Tom Dema 57, more than Toronto.
Junior, man,
they were my Paulo Bento.
Barcelona for enjoy more sub our team arrival. Come new, Nami Yanam Pijam. The winner send on that Yamrena.
Tatamu Hene,
Young Konya. Junior,
the time when I
now you're ready. All share now. A 5 man, when you're ready, I don't want Ponamenco. Oh, na. And the Emre no cry Emre ni adia. Maze Barca for na rival no ne supporters na kugua. Omo ye yenchiru name that recommended for TV and your come new. TK no na react call it to so na picture na me corner. Ara chwa. Ube kuchiana.
I say na me ku keto kraku pa o football mu pa. Emoma.
Era ma prim why? Is
Fernando Santos.
Only I saw go be a video no nti no nya bo chan be sa ba nya me show bi oje pene hwe ne na ye be sen sha era mo nyina ase